It was bullshit. It was fake.
It was bullshit.
It was fucking fake, dude.
They fake news summons you?
They fake courted me. Bill collectors have this shit where they pretend they're lawyers. I've been dealing with this for forever. Bill collectors will hit you up and be like, "Hi, this is an account manager at Rothstein and Burglar or whatever." And they're like,
Rothstein, huh?
Rothstein.
Rothstein, huh?
Rothstein and Burger. They're like, "This is and I'm like, dude,
Rothschild.
I'm like, what is this? Yeah, this is Rothschild and fucking Prescott, dude. They call you up in there. They try to get you to believe that they're. I've done this before. I'm like, dude, are you guys a law firm? They're like, well, technically we do work hand in hand. It's like, all right, whatever. So you know how I beefed with that one company and put it on the Reddit to be like, this number told me they're going to call all my family and friends because I was I was leaving them 3-minute voicemails and I'd be like, everybody. I would sing the whole song while I was driving and then just like let it go out. And so like, people would pick up because I was battling them like left and right.
And you would leave voicemails of you singing Backstreet Boys?
Yeah, and I leave voicemails on weekends of me singing Backstreet Boys to him. So the guy, I called him back.
Have you told anyone that that's what you were up to?
No, I've been up to some wild. I just been fighting
psychologically warfaring telemarketers.
Because they told me they're like, we're gonna call your whole family. So I started calling them every day, like, yo, bro, what's up? What's good with it, dude? You guys just fake promises, dude? You're not gonna actually do it? And I would just every day call them, and like I called the secretary. She's like, I think I could help you. I'm like, honestly, I don't want to talk to someone of your position. Please get me right to the pasture, dude. Just Mental warfare. It's a
They're gonna,
psyop.
one of these people, I know you're winning a lot of these battles, but
Well, they struck back
someone's
hard.
gonna fuck you.
I was doing a hard psyop on them, and then they fucking struck back, dude. All of a sudden, my cousin texted me. It was like 3 days later. After the Backstreet Boys message, they called me. They called my cousin, emailed my brother. They're hitting my parents up, saying that I was being served with a legal summons for Citi Card, which is a credit card I bounced on when I was 18. It's like, bros, this is over. Like, you lost.
You lost.
7 years is up. So
7 years is up.
They
Is that
serve-
the rule?
yeah, 7 years, dude. Especially if you pick. My mom was like, if you pick up the phone and go like, I don't know what you're talking about. You have to. If you acknowledge it, I heard the clock can start ticking. If you're just like, I don't know what you're talking about. So that's according to my mom, but I'll get her cite sources if you're a fucking Nancy about it. So so they sent these things out.
You might want her to cite some sources.
People were sending me shit. That's just fucking white trash meta knowledge, dude. Just be like, just ignore the phone calls. It all goes away. And you're like, thanks,
I
Mom.
mean, I have that. That's
I
all
swear to
do.
God.
People are like, your student loans are due. I'm like, who is it?
Well, it works with the IRS too.
IRS is on my ass,
It's like,
dude.
I just know a guy who's battling them, and he's like an older guy. He goes, yo, bro, all I gotta do is wait like 6 more years, and this shit all goes away. But he's been battling them for years and years. I think if you become a senior citizen, then maybe they leave you alone. I don't know.
I just started. My battle just began.
With the IRS,
Yeah, I'm in year 1 of my battle with the IRS.
this guy owes him some cash.
They're like, you owe us $1,500 from 2015. I was like, nah, dude.
Yeah, come get me. Well, they'll start penalizing you hard as fuck.
How?
They'll just add that 15 to 2,000 and this and that.
Oh, yeah. They
And
will.
if you ever go to sell a house, they come in and hit you with a chop. That's why I've heard, I have weird debts to the credit cards that I think are gone, but someone told me that, like, yeah, they won't get you, but if you go to sell a house or any kind of big transaction,
Yeah.
they'll take it right out. So before you sell a house, if you have any weird credit card stuff, settle with them, because you can settle for pennies on the dollar, but if you sell a house, they hit a lien and they just take everything they want.
Whew.
So you're just a hot potato. If you're debt, people are selling you debt and passing you around and hoping they get to cash in on you. So either way, but they told my cousin like that I was being summoned for court and that I was denying. Basically, I was on the lam. So people were like, dude, you're going to court and you get in trouble. I'm like, dude, it's fucking. I'm at war with my fucking ex-creditors. Just leave it alone. It's no big deal.
You're at war, and by that you mean just you're not paying.
Yeah, I was singing Backstreet Boys, dude. I'm not paying them. I refuse. They're trying to tell me from $1,200 back in 2005 that I owe them now $9,000. And I'm like, dude,
Sounds serious.
fuck you guys. No. Every time they call me, I'm like, nice, dude, thanks. I'm good. I'm glad it's growing. They're like, it's not an investment. It's not an investment. It's just debt.
You say, no, continue my growth in my portfolio.
It's my portfolio, dude. It's negative $9,000.
Yeah,
But
that's such
the,
a funny way to handle that.
Oh, dude,
People
it's-
debt collecting and be like, nice. Please keep that rising.
Let's
That
go,
sounds
dude.
great. Good
Let's
job.
go. Let's see what we can get in Q3. And they're like, this is not even it's Q1, dude. All right. But so then they called my cousin because I used to work for a company called Cider Mill Services doing demolition. My cousin has a company called Cider Mill Services that's landscaping. Cider Mill Landscaping. So they fucked up on my W-2, so Cider Mill geeked out, being like, we talked to your employer, we're going to garnish your wages. First of all, I don't work for either of them anymore. They called my cousin, and I was like, so when they hit me, my cousin hit me with that, I was like, all right, I'm going to call him back. And when I called him back the first time, I was, being my quick usual city wit self, being like, you're not
You
a
got
lawyer.
so much city wit.
Stop
You're
me,
a city
dude.
slicker.
I'm a city slicker. So the whole time I was like,
just a
dude,
quick
when I
talking
first,
boy.
when I got the news from my brother and my cousin, I called the place up and I'm like, who is this? I'm like, are you guys lawyers? So like, oh, we work for. I'm like, yo, dude, you're a fucking bill collector, bro. You're sitting there with a Monster Energy drink, pretending you're a lawyer. You're a fucking loser. And I started just hitting this. You got to strike first because they hit hard. So I'm like, you're a
What do you
fucking.
mean you have to do?
I was like,
strike first. You got to insult.
because
the
they hit you.
fucking
They're like,
debt
what?
collectors?
They do it to you. They're like, what's the matter, bud? Oh, you can't handle your money. You're a fucking. They're like, oh, you can't pay your bills.
Well, they only do that because you do the
no,
Backstreet Boys.
no, they've done that to me before.
I've never had somebody call me and be like, "What the fuck, dude? What are you, a loser?"
Because you don't. Well, that's true too. When they first started calling me, I'm like, dude, I live in the woods, bro. I was like, come get me. And they'd be like, you're a loser.
I live in the woods.
So I was like, dude, you're a fucking dude in a cubicle with a Monster Energy drink, pretending to be a lawyer right now. It's like you're a telemarketer, bro. Stop flexing. They're like, oh. So then they'd be like, whatever. So then when they started calling my family because they got pissed off.
It's crazy.
So then I told my cousin, I was like, all right, dude, like, I'm going to call him back again. I called another number, the 188 number they gave me. I was like, hello? And they were like, the guy was like, yes, is this, we had the case. And I was like, what is this for? And I was just pretending to be retarded.
Yeah, I know. I thought of that too.
Your play, bro. You're
like, yo, I'm actually retarded now.
I was just like, what? He's like, you owe money. We're coming. Dude, this guy literally was like, this is a court summons. Do you understand that? And I was like, I don't know what's happening right now. And they're like, we're going to come drag you out of your house, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, please, no. And this guy still was fucking like, yeah, you don't like that.
He definitely knew you were not retarded.
I don't know. He might not.
He definitely knew.
Because he kept being like, what's the matter, man? What, you don't understand? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, what, are you slow? And I was just like, huh? No, I'm not slow. Dude, it was so funny.
Oh, my God, dude.
This was a whole different company, though, that I was calling. They didn't talk to me.
Dude,
they didn't know
what are you doing?
I'm way too more with creditors, dude. So then I pretend I'm retarded, and this guy gets really mean to me, and I'm like...
From your trip to Brazil?
Yeah.
You maxed out on these credit cards in Brazil?
And never paid them.
Never paid them.
That's when I missed my flight, and I had to buy a whole other plane to come home. I got lost in fucking... like some area of Brazil. I had to like wait for 6 days and fly standby. So finally I was like, fuck it. I took my credit card and bought like a $1,200 flight, got home, and was like, I thought I was walking home to a lucrative real estate deal. Turns out the guys I was working with were committing deed fraud. And like, I came home and had no money.
I know that story that you cried.
Yeah, that was one of the times.
Your parents.
The time I ran away from home at 19 and cried is when I maxed out my... That was after I maxed out that credit card. I was like, oh, guys, I maxed out a credit card. I was like, too bad, you got to pay it off. And I was like, here's how I pay. And ran away and cried. And then the realtor time, when I came back from the deal, found out the deal didn't go through. I was like, fuck it. I had to, like, show houses. And I went out, and, like, I was showing houses. And they were like, hey, we're going to work with someone else. And I was like, that's cool. Like, went out to my car. And I was like...
He called a guy back.
That was after. That was another time I cried, dude. But no, so then I called my cousin. I'm like, yo... My cousin's like, what do you want me to do? I'm like, my cousin's like, I'm going to tell him you're dead. And I was like, dude, tell him that I literally just killed myself. Because I got off the phone with them and like, tell him, he's like, all right, I'm going to tell him jumped out the window, dude. So my cousin called him back and he's like, what the fuck do you guys say to my cousin, man? They're like, what do you mean? They're like, dude, he called you guys and just jumped out the window. He's like retarded. And they're like, have a nice life, sir. And like hung up on him.
He jumped out the window, he's retarded.
You guys upset my retarded cousin. He jumped out the window.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Man,
so he jumped out like a fucking banker in the during the stock market crash.
Oh no. 9,000?
The jelly bean stock plummeted.
Yeah, dude, they told me they're gonna drag me out of my house, dude. Like, we're gonna come get you, and I was like, no, dude, don't get me.
It's unbelievable.
It was so funny.
That's crazy. I just keep, like, every time student loans calls, I'm like, yeah, well, I can't pay it right now. And they're like, do you want us to default? I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
do whatever.
You can do that if you want. Yeah. Do you know the Indian guys who call about security systems?
Yeah.
They do it to my little...
Call me. I get phone calls from Indians nonstop.
Dude, my little brother drives a truck all day, so he drives around. He has his little Bluetooth thing on.
He's got time.
When they call, he's got time on the road all day, so they're like, would you like to talk to a specialist? He's like, yeah, put him through. They're like, oh, hello, sir. Would you like a home security system? And he's like, yeah, you know what? I probably need it. It's when my dick is inside your mom. I don't hear a lot of stuff, so I'm going to be fucking your mom. They're like, oh, sir, that's not necessary. He's like, well, my dick's inside your mom. I don't hear anything. It'd be good to have security.
Oh, fuck, dude.
I like doing that. I like calling when they call me. I'm like, all right, man, you ready for the, like, I'll pay it. Fuck it. You guys take credit card? And they're like, oh, we take credit card. I'm like, all right, it's 6-2. Hang up on them. And they're like, probably like, fuck. Oh, man. But that's what I've been up to, bro.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Like, you just get to work and not worry. Like, you build stuff, which is, I mean, it's important.
Yeah.
It's very important. Otherwise, how is our civilization going to progress?
Exactly.
But also, it's like, I wish I wasn't struck with this burden of just you know,
being in a metropolis.
Just this burden that comes with being so intelligent and caring about other people, and it'd be so nice to just be
just in Home Depot
just a
laughing
white
at
dude
a Chinese guy. This guy was holding a box and being like, oh, and this lady was just like, I don't know what you're saying, sir. And he was like, oh, and he tried to like, there was 2 separate products.
Yeah.
And he was basically asking like, can I like, he was trying to like combine them somehow. He was like, no, you can't. And he was like no, like trying to fit these 2 things together. And they were like, dude, you can't do that.
Dude, I was in the car watching like 5 Asian people walk by Helium, and they were all like filming things around. And I was with a friend, I don't want to name him, but we both started like, oh, yeah, it's a very cool, I film a very cool bar here, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
But there was a psychic medium sign right next to it, and I was like, dude, how good would it be for just a fucking Chinese dude to go into a psychic, like, speaks no English. The psychic's like, do you have any brothers? He's like, yes, I have many brothers.
That'll be funny.
It's like, how old is your brother? He's like, no, I don't have any brothers.
I wonder how many foreigners go into a psychic without being able to read English, because you go to a psychic, it's
symbols
just like red lettering and shit. You just think it's a whorehouse. They only just like go in, sit across from a lady, and just like put their dicks out. Like no.
There's cloth and shit hanging. There's candles.
Yeah, they're probably
yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. I'll get your dick up here, please. Like, do you have any brothers? I'm sensing you have some family member. Do you have a brother? Yes, I have very many brothers. How old is your brother? No, I don't have no brothers. How old is your brother? It's a very old brother.
He starts like grabbing her leg.
Come here, you're very pretty girl.
Well, I went to a psychic with my girlfriend, with Brittany, when we first got together. And this lady, I was like, dude, this is such a fucking waste of money. This is stupid. And then like, she's like, it's not. We went in there, and the lady was like, you know, she's talking. She was like, I sense you have a lot of relatives. And my girlfriend's looking at me like, see? And I'm sitting there like, all right. And she's like, you'll be married one day. And I'd just gotten divorced. And I was like, yeah, I just got divorced. And she was like, wait, and I was just like, you blew it. You blew it, lady. You fucking blew it. Fake psychic. I exposed her, dude.
Damn, imagine how much money you can make as a fucking broad psychic, just bringing in chicks and being like, you will one day be married. And the chick like, yes, I knew it. I knew it. I knew I was finally going to get married.
So you bring me to my whole point. So we went out afterwards, and I got struck with the idea where... Oh, God.
No matter what idea you got fucking struck with at this point, it's going to be fucking retarded.
Dude, a club for white guys, or anyone really, who wants to practice Asian impersonations, but seriously, like no bullshit. If you laugh, you're out. So you have like a whole thing where it's like, oh, welcome, and if anyone laughs, it's like immediately you get escorted out, and you see who can last the longest, dude. Imagine renting out like a Radisson Inn and just like a conference room, dude. Just like, oh, whoa! If you laugh, dude, you get pulled out.
So yeah, like at each, it's like the World Series of Poker. It's just tables, and you get like a meal. And it's like, oh, I'm very good. I'm very good. Everyone doing it loud.
Yeah. And if you do, like you'd have like speakers, and you have to like take turns addressing stuff. And if you laugh, you're out, dude. You gotta leave. Last man standing.
That's incredibly racist, but that's a good.
Well, but that's my thing. It's like it's a serious practice. That's why if you laugh, you're kicked out. This is guys who just want
to see who can.
No, this is guys who want to work on their accent.
I understand, but
it's like if you wanted to like say there was like an acting gig that pops up. Like some people work on Irish accents,
like The Great Wall or The Last Samurai, where you need to be a white Asian dude.
Because in my head I was like, well, I mean, if I was like studying Mandarin, I'd have to do the accent. So what the fuck? I switched language, and all of a sudden it's bad. It's like, come on.
Yeah, well. You understand the difference.
I do. That's why you'd have to have utmost sincerity. That's why laughing's punishable by your execution.
You'd have to. You know what would help with the laughter is if you had a few Asian guys like stand guard.
They would be the security guys kicking. They'd be the guys kicking you out.
So you'd have to make eye contact with them when you laugh.
They'd be the ones kicking you out.
Yeah. Like, They'd fucking have bamboo sticks, fucking whipping people.
That'd be so funny.
There used to be a gong for when people get eliminated.
And they laugh at Yeah, man, that would be so fun.
We should do that at the Radisson.
We
should rent out the conference room.
There's like 6 dudes in there. Everyone laughs immediately and leaves.
How many people? If we had 7 to 8 listeners show up to that, how many dong hoods do you think would be on?
7, dude.
You think everyone's going all in on this?
Oh, I mean, I hope. I'm trying to bring back foreskin, dude.
Did you know the Chinese shit outside very often?
True.
The Chinese shit in public.
Yeah, Shane showed me. There's a
That's
lot.
something you need to know.
There's at least 50 Chinese people shitting outside.
Yeah, that's actually an
like
epidemic.
In America?
And like malls.
Well,
no.
Well, yes. Now that they've moved to America, Chinese immigrants will shit like in malls and at airports, and, like publicly. Like if you have to shit, it's like to them it's the same as pissing. Like the same as when you get drunk or something and piss in like an alley.
So you read this then? It wasn't just
yeah,
a pics.
yeah. No, this is very real. I know all about this Chinese.
So take dumps.
Chinese yard shit epidemic, dude. They'll shit in their yard. They'll shit in their front yard.
So there's shit anywhere.
They'll shit, dude. There was Google it. There's people that are like traveling to China, and they'll be like, one of the biggest things that was a big jump for me was that there's human feces a lot, like on the streets. Like you run into
that's so gross.
areas where people just shit.
Ew.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I was telling you about that story I read earlier about the fucking. Oh, did you? Hey, dude, I read that story earlier. There was somewhere in South Africa where there was this guy who he rolled into a town. There was like the equivalent of like a shaman. I forget what they called it. It was some different word for it. But there was like a spiritual leader. This guy rolled in, allegedly killed the other spiritual leader. I was like, all right, I'm in charge now. That guy clearly displeased like the hooba boo boo whatever, and he ended up like he had all these parishioners, and he was like, you guys got to go dig me up corpses, dig me up bones. If you dig up bones, it'll make you stronger, and if you dig up like graves and give me body parts, and like it'll make you rich, and like you'll get money granted to you from like luck and good fortune. So this guy, like this shaman, ended up killing a girl and eating her with like 4 of his close followers. So they had like a town hall meeting. And they were like, this guy killed a girl, he ate her, we want to let everyone know.
And this is in South Africa?
And in South Africa.
Okay.
And these fucking, the town was 700 people. Out of 700 people, 300 came forward and like, yeah, I ate some of the girl too. He told me to make me stronger. Almost fucking half the village ate part of this girl.
So just as many Nazis in America ate that girl in South Africa.
Yeah. Dude, how fucking funny is that? It's still in this world. He's like, yeah, but he told me if I dug up the bones and brought it to him, it would make me very strong and my children strong. Yeah, like,
dude.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, and people want to change America.
Dude, that is funny to think.
And South Africa is not that bad of a country.
No.
Like,
I mean, what
GDP
part of
wise
exactly.
and all that. It's like,
I mean, this was a rural, like far-off village.
It's like you're near Swaziland.
But imagine that, because they had a call town hall, and you're watching like South African CNN. It's like, fuck, you ate that girl, huh? And you're like, dude, 300 people ate her too?
Today, bro. It's like a man ate a girl, bro. All right.
I thought that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's go back to you saying that
I didn't say that.
Asians are Mexicans from outer space.
It was part of a bit.
It wasn't part of a bit.
Yeah.
I made you do it in a bit.
That
you
was
just
good.
said it on the street, and I was like, you got to say that on stage. And you're like, no, I'm not going to do it. I was like, just fucking say it.
It did work.
So as soon as he says it, a fucking Asian dude, a disoriented Asian man walked into the room and just looked around for like 5 seconds and walked back out.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was saying. He was like he was my Matrix assassin. He just broke through the fucking strings of reality and came to get me.
So Asians are from another dimension, is that what you're saying?
I mean,
that when they hear you bad talk them, they come out of their portal?
I thought he was going to raid and fly across the room. Yeah, I don't necessarily think they're from another dimension at all, but if science proved it, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah?
Like, that's good science.
So if you find like a clickbait site that's like, Asians are from Mars,
I wouldn't say
be
Mars.
like, I believe that.
I think another dimension.
Oh, entirely.
Yeah.
Okay.
White people might be from a different dimension, too. I think we're all from different Thor dimensions.
Oh, okay.
So.
That all makes sense.
Yeah, we're all from different dimensions, and here we are.
Don't try to fucking cover it up, dude.
I'm not covering up anything.
This is why MTV made that fucking thing.
Oh.
So, how about you? What's going on with you? Damn, the Chinese upstairs.
Up there jumping around.
Stomping on the
doing
steps.
calisthenics, dude.
God
I don't think we
damn.
pick them up.
We never
I
pick
can
them
hear
up.
them, yeah.
We never pick them up, but the steps to the apartment above us are right above. It's right above my room.
Yeah.
So
Riddle me this, though.
Yeah.
How many steps do we just hear?
That was not many.
Exactly.
Yeah, he
and
stopped.
There's probably 12 in a flight of steps.
14.
I heard like 4 steps. You think there's a little crouching tiger, hidden dragon going on
You
upstairs?
think he ran down the wall?
You think he floated up 6 steps? You think he jumped air crane, floated up the
He
last?
probably did. Dude, when they'll run out in the morning to go to class,
so fast.
they sprint down the steps at like 8 in the morning, and I wake up out of like a fever dream in my bed, like,
The Asians are coming. I love science fiction. Anytime I try to think of a science fiction idea, I'm like, fuck, I don't know how that works at all. I'm like, God,
Yeah,
I can't
that's
do
gonna
this.
be hard.
Yeah. I'm like, how the fuck's how does AI work? I was writing it, I was like, and then a loophole through, fuck, I don't understand any of this shit.
well, I look forward to that.
The social credit system shit's crazy.
You should make it the Tokyo Partners, and then they
invent Donald Trump,
they
and it's just Trumpzilla, dude. He comes
accidentally
through.
invent Donald Trump. That's pretty sick.
That is
Speaking
pretty
of
tight.
the Tokyo Partners,
Yeah, dude.
somebody on our Reddit was nice enough to share some pretty breaking news on the Tokyo
He
Partners.
broke it, dude.
In a Chinese zoo, Tokyo Partners.
There's so
went
much
to China.
zoo news and fucking Asian news.
Yeah, they don't treat
A
animals.
lot of zoo-related news.
They don't treat animals too great.
The zoos must be wild there. You could probably pay to like kick a kangaroo
Well, that's what it is. They were throwing rocks at kangaroos.
just because.
The Tokyo Partners showed up. They were there for business, and I guess the Tokyo Partners just purchased a bunch of kangaroos, and the kangaroos weren't hopping around.
So they're like, all right, chuck some rocks.
So
at
they
'em.
all started throwing rocks at the kangaroos to make them hop. And then, like, they hurt a couple of kangaroos, so the zoo, like, took rocks away from around the exhibit because
Oh,
Asian people
my God.
kept throwing rocks at the kangaroos. And then they walked a distance to get rocks, brought them back to the kangaroo thing, and started throwing them again.
Any kangaroos die?
Yes.
Did they?
One they broke its foot, and they thought that was the only injury, and then the kangaroo was like hurt for a few days, and they're like, what's wrong with this
Holy
thing?
shit.
It had internal bleeding from getting hit with rocks.
All right, so if I'm gonna hit you with this question. So you have the option of setting up like a Royal Rumble deathmatch kind of thing, but with like the world's poorest people, but from different groups of ethnicities. It's like, who do you think's gonna win that? Like, you have like the poorest Asian, you have like poor Asian people, poor black people, poor white people, and just like the idiots,
Just a
the
poor
collective idiots of
idiot
just,
race war?
Yeah, exactly. In the physical battle, who do you think's gonna come out on top of that?
Physical fights?
Yeah, like you can do like a March Madness tourney.
Well, the poor
You can have like
Asians-
shitty Armenians.
Oh, that's where. All right, so
You
are
get-
we counting,
yeah, you can
are
get
we
into,
counting
like-
them as whites, or are we talking?
We're gonna
by
go
country?
full multi. We're gonna go like the fucking shit Olympics of just like the shittiest of the world.
The shittiest Americans are all probably pretty obese,
Yeah.
so they're in trouble. They're gonna hit charge with their scooters. They're gonna charge into
Sumo
battle.
wrestling.
No, they're gonna charge on the scooters.
We got a little rascal
we-
soup up their
yeah.
power suit.
Are they allowed to use weapons, or is it just hand to hand?
Hand to hand, dude.
All right, so the Chinese are in trouble because if you're a poor Asian, you're very malnourished.
True.
Poor black people also are running into obesity.
Yeah.
I think if you're not counting like Slavs as white people,
No, there's not even white. It's just we're gonna go country by country.
okay. I bet Russia and like
Yeah, it'd be tough.
Chechenians and like
They have like fucking braided mullets and shit.
yeah, they'd be tough.
Hockey jerseys, dude.
I mean, Nigeria, you're running into some thick
Get
bulls
some
coming out
pirates.
of
You
there.
get some pirates coming hitting the thing from.
Somalia,
Yeah, dude. You got some. You're attacking pirates. They'd be tough.
they're
to fight.
skinny though. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
but they're
tough.
fucking pirates, dude.
Each country's poorest people fighting.
Yeah.
Isn't that what war is, man?
No, it's in the
Isn't
middle.
that exactly
it's
what
each country's
war is,
middle
dude?
class fighting. That's true.
Isn't it the poor against the poor?
I guess we would win.
we're number one, dude. America's number
We
one.
fucking win again,
All right,
dude.
so if it's country by country, then we get poor black people on our side too.
Nah, that's true.
So we would fuck some people up in America.
True.
You get rednecks.
But you said our poor blacks are pretty fat too.
Yeah, but if we're just, because then we can probably count rednecks and black people. We would fuck a lot of people up.
Shit.
America would be a tough customer.
Russia's a tough fucking. I think you're sleeping on poor Asian people, dude.
Poor Asian people are so
They're
small.
they work with ropes a lot, dude. They're fucking at the docks, dude, pulling in
Yeah, but they're
boats
also
of
like
opium.
5'2".
Yeah, but dude, imagine pulling in that fucking boat of,
Imagine fucking-
of contraband, dude. You're taking like illegal, like reverse engineered fucking knockoff shit all day in a boat and pulling that rope at the docks, dude. Your bare feet are clinging to the
Now,
wood of the
sheer
docks.
numbers, they would be trouble.
You're kicking down palm trees in the fucking Manila, dude. Fucking jujitsu in palm trees.
The numbers, that would be a problem.
Yeah.
If this is hand-to-hand combat, then Asia and India.
True.
Or China and India.
Poor Indians will get grimy on you, too.
They will.
They gotta watch
you
out,
saw them working
dude.
in that factory, dude. They
you
are
gotta
not
watch
afraid.
out, dude.
Yeah.
They'll cut you with some glass or something, dude.
This is good stuff.
It's a shame we can't have all of our poorest fight to the death for our entertainment.
I mean, technically, I just did my taxes yesterday.
Did you be at the front lines?
I mean, way in the front with a scooter, dude. I'd be like, come on.
Unless I get fucking brainwashed.
What's that shirt?
Positive vibes only, bro.
You took off your fucking Blue Lives Matter shirt.
I was hot. I wore my blue lives. I wore my blue lives. This is green lives matter, dude.
True, that's Irish cops.
It's Irish cops, dude. I wore this in Whole Foods, and it was just kind of instantly like, I don't give a fuck, dude. And instantly walked around just like, oh god, everybody hates me.
Every single time I put on a fucking outfit.
Really?
I'm like, I'll just wear this. Who gives a fuck? Fuck everybody.
Yeah.
Like when I would wear a tracksuit to a comedy show. I'd be like, yeah, fuck all these people. As soon as I got there, I was like, fuck, I shouldn't have worn this. I was like a fucking idiot, dude. Everyone knows I'm a fucking moron.
That's what I felt in Whole Foods. I was just literally like, I feel like a prey animal. I was just walking around just like, oh yeah,
You felt like it. Yeah. You love deer's thought process.
I have, dude. I've said it before. I have like a squirrel's brain. I just kind of walk around. I'm like, I gotta do stuff. I gotta remain busy, and I don't know why.
I was just in Chinatown for.
How was that?
A lunch and dinner.
Where'd you have lunch at?
I had lunch at some neuter place.
In Chinatown?
Yeah, I forget what it's called. This is fucking good neuters.
You just fucking reminded me, man. I have to pause you, dude. I was moving yesterday, and we have an Asian landlord, and he was on the roof of the building across from us, across the street. Nicest dude in the world, dude. And he was like, we were like, hey, yo, Charlie, we're moving now. And he was from the roof. He goes, oh, do you need any help? Went across the roof, and I was like, he's like, oh, do you need any help? Like yelled at it from a roof all the way down across the street. I was just like, oh, you're the best.
I would have gone home.
Oh, you're the best.
I've been like, yeah, we're done. I'm done.
But I should have I wanted to be like, yeah, we do actually, and just wait until he
get down there.
Like, oh, you sure you need help?
I'll send my nephew. He'll help. He'll help you very much.
He just screamed it.
You guys need help?
Do you guys need any help? He actually helped one of the old tenants move.
Really?
He helped this girl move, yeah.
That's very honorable.
He's so honorable, dude. It was like... So what, you were in Chinatown?
It's just Chinatown. I haven't been racist against Asians in very long. It's been like a couple weeks since
I go back and forth.
I think every single day I'm like,
I go back and forth if that's racist, dude.
Doing a Asian impression?
Yeah, why not? You can do a Southern accent and be like, blah, blah, blah. That's a funny voice.
Yeah.
Asian voice in the ears of America, hilarious, dude.
Yeah, it is.
There's something about it that is funny. It's like
so funny.
They cracked the code. You know, like farts are funny.
Asian
accents in America are almost as funny as farts.
Asian accents is,
if not almost funnier, dude. Like,
yeah. Probably.
Like, if I heard that guy farting from the roof, I'd be like, oh. Yeah. But since you said help, I was like,
yes.
I was like, nice, dude. Second best.
Damn, think of an Asian farting. Must be the funniest thing in the world.
Oh. I've never heard an Asian fart.
I never saw a black person sneeze.
Oh, I definitely saw a black person
I know you have, but I don't think they sneeze, dude. Asians don't fart. Black people don't sneeze.
Interesting, dude. That's how it goes, bro. I didn't write these rules.
I didn't write the rules either.
I didn't dig the river, bro. I'm swimming in it.
That's true. That's what you're raging against when you see, because especially we've covered this a million times, but Drexel's campus.
Oh my god.
Top to bottom, cool Asians.
Yeah, dude.
We're not talking. Well, you can tell the foreign exchange Asians.
Yeah.
They're dressed like, I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck. They're dressed like what was that? They're just like you ever see that bear that's like a logo for something?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Well,
they're just you can tell like a fresh off the boat Asian. It's just the level of nerd they're comfortable with displaying personally. It's just like, holy fuck, dude. Like your pants are up to your nipples, dude, and you are still like smiling.
It's like they Googled like what is an an outfit.
Yeah.
And they're just trying they're literally just trying clothes on for the first time. Like trying to pass it off, which those guys are great.
Great.
Give me some Asians. Give me some fresh.
I like
boys.
cool Asians in the gym. Because I love seeing them in there getting jacked. I steal some of their Asian secrets, dude.
Like what?
They squat with their shoes off.
What?
I pop my shoes off. I totally fucking Last Samurai that. I white appropriated their Asian fucking secrets. Which is, it's like a bodybuilding secret, but I just saw an Asian guy doing it and I was like, man, you guys know so much about fucking secret health stuff, dude.
So now you don't wear shoes and you do squats?
When I squat, I take my shoes off. I do it with my socks.
Oh my god. You fucking suck too, dude. You suck too.
If I see someone do something cool in the gym, I wait till they leave and I instantly copy it. This one guy did this thing where he puts his like a barbell bench thing where it goes up and down. He puts his feet on it and then puts 2 dumbbells and holds himself on dumbbells and does push-ups. And I like watched this guy do this, and as soon as he left the building, I was like, I'm doing that shit right now, dude.
I can't, dude. I forgot that I wanted to say this. I was talking. So I watched that sick ass movie Patriots Day.
Oh yeah.
Gets me going, dude. I love this country so much.
Dude, you should.
But I don't. They mess with the wrong city. Let me tell you that.
Why?
This Arnav brothers. They messed with the wrong city. They messed with Boston, and we were trying to jog, and they blew it up and ruined it. You fucking gay Muslim faggots.
We paid money to we paid $85 to run in a circle, and you bombed it.
You bombed it, and you blew off a bunch of hot chicks' legs, and I don't like that.
That's what you said. They blew up shrapnel.
Yeah, it was all low. They put the bombs on the ground.
What a dick bomb.
It ended up blowing people's legs off.
That's a really dick bomb,
it hit
dude.
Kids and legs.
God.
But the one kid, and I forgot about it. One of the main parts of the story is this Asian kid. They carjacked an Asian dude.
Wait, what?
When they were running away in the middle of the night. There was a manhunt for like several days.
They carjacked an Asian dude?
They carjacked an Asian.
A Fast and Furious car?
No.
Okay.
He's super Asian from China. Sick ass scene where these 2 Muslim dudes that are acting black get in and are trying to carjack this Asian dude. And he's like, I don't want any problems with you, please. And they're like, who cares about you in this country? Who do you have that cares about you? He's like, nobody care about me here. Because he's
Did they recruit him?
His family's all in China, so he's sitting in the car and he's like, please, take everything. Just leave me alone, please. And they're like, do you know 9/11 was an inside job? And he's like, I don't know much about 9/11. And they're like, yeah, that's because you're fucking brainwashed, dude. 9/11 was an inside job. And he's like, oh, okay, please. It's so funny.
That's the highest comedy ever.
It really is the best comedy. And then he.
What if you found out Mark Wahlberg, Tyler Perry, that whole situation? That was just Mark Wahlberg playing the Asian.
It was Jin Yang from Silicon
Valley. Was it really?
Yeah. He's so fucking good. He's great. But that Chinaman ended up escaping their car and running and calling the police on them.
He called the police on them?
He called the police. He broke it, which is another great scene. Because then he breaks into. He's at a gas station. They're at a gas station. He escapes his captors, the retarded Zarnia brothers. They fucking suck so bad. They were so fucking gay. But then Jin Yang runs out to another gas station, which of course is owned by an Arab. So he comes in. He's like, help! I need help! Please, a kidnapper me over there. And the Arab's like, buddy. Two dudes just trying to speak English. Trying to solve a crisis.
The funniest part is how that movie's based off of real events. So at one point, a real Asian guy got like interrogated by the FBI, and he's like, "Oh, they tell me 9/11 is not real." They're like, "Wait, what? Yeah, is that inside job?"
They are very angry because 9/11 was very inside the jokes. Very inside the jokes. The fucking there's security footage of it too, so you can see this Arab dude who owns this gas station like trying to tell him to be quiet, and because it's a college student, Asian kid who's so like traumatized from this that he like crawls into the gas station and like hides behind the shit like in the desk.
Holy shit!
And this guy's like, I have a man in here. I can't. He's like, he's not speaking English very good. Asian kid gets on. He's like, we need help here. The cops are like, what the fuck is this phone call?
Dude, that's the funniest fucking thing in the world.
Oh, it was.
Oh my god, I'm fucking crying.
That Patriots Day is great.
I gotta watch that.
Great movie.
I gotta fucking watch that.
And there's one part where Wahlberg, they recreate they have the FBI and the Boston PD, dude. Don't fucking mess
Boston's
with
finest, dude.
BPD, dude. They're so strong.
They hate bombs, dude.
I hate bombs. But they mess with the wrong city.
Oh my god.
They recreate the crime scene in the warehouse, and they're like, we need to figure out which security cameras that we'll be able to see these guys on.
Yeah.
So like, who knows these streets better than anybody? And Mark Wahlberg steps up. He's like, at 5:42, they might have been out front of the Crate and Barrel right here. And he's like, think, man, think. It's crazy.
They're outside of Wahlburgers, and they made a left and hit the other Wahlburgers on the north side.
Sweet.
And at one point, that was Donnie Wahlberg. It was an Entourage. I was about to say Mark Wahlberg was like, I love this city. And I'm like, wait, that's Entourage. That's his brother.
No, he was...
Was Mark? Did Mark Grace fucking Entourage?
I think Mark Wahlberg was like the executive producer of...
Was it? Oh, that was like based on his life, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
Who the fuck knows? That shit's all corny.
Dude, the boys, dude. What do you know about checking in on Turtle and the gang?
I really... Entourage really sucked.
That was the worst show that I, like, couldn't stop watching. Even, like, I was done it, digested it, I was like, this shit sucks so bad.
Oh, no.
Oh, dude. Oh, my God. Fuck.
We're live. We're back. I fucked up because I'm a fucking loser, dude. I didn't have the audio thing plugged into my thing. We were recording the last 27 minutes straight through my laptop, so the audio is a little tinny.
Yeah, the audio sucks dick, but don't worry.
Dude, I couldn't, dude, and I know our fucking fans will be with us, dude. They wouldn't want that deleted, dude.
I wanted to delete it. Matt.
It was too good. I was having too much of a good time.
Matt stood his ground.
I fucking stood my ground,
I tried
dude.
to fucking sneak through his private neighborhood. And Matt stood his ground. He said, you get out of my property.
I couldn't, dude. I couldn't.
Not even my property.
I thought about the boys, dude, and I was like, I can't fucking do it. Sorry about the quality of the first 27 minutes. That was my bad.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
I heard that.
God damn it, man. I was just too fucking funny about those two dudes trying to sort out a terroristic threat.
The Asian men.
You speak English, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm speaking English.
Yeah, over there. The terrorists. Very right there.
And the guy at the gas station like, don't call them terrorists.
Oh, yeah, true.
It'd be funny. Oh, wait, so you think they're terrorists? Like, no, they actually blew people's legs off. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's another great part. As soon Mark Wahlberg, of course, goes to meet the Asian man at the gas station, the Asian boy who was heroically escaped, and he's like, "What?" He's like, "Wait, they told you they were the marathon bombers?" And he's like, "Yes, and they also are using my GPS, which tracking number is 3758627." He's like, "How do you know that?" He's like, I don't know. I know it.
What?
Yeah, it's classic Asian.
Holy shit,
He was
dude.
an autistic the whole time, and you can't tell because he's Asian.
Really?
Really?
And he got abducted by the fucking Indian Silent Bob and Jay and Silent Bob. He's like, dude.
Not Indian. Basically Russian, dude.
Oh, you told me that. They were like fucking...
Chechnyan, Dagestani.
I sound like an ass.
Why?
Were they like Middle Eastern at all?
No.
Give me something, dude. They're just white guys?
Different. No, they're like
They're white guys?
Weird Russian different.
Fucking I stereotyped, dude. I stereotyped
you
that they'd
thought
be
they
Middle
were
Eastern. I
rounded.
was saying they're like Middle Easterners.
No.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, listeners.
No,
I'll let you down.
They're different. They're different than us. I'll tell you that. So I don't like them. They don't look like us, dude.
From leg day and arm day to cheat day, Deliveroo now just got even better.
Paramount Plus has a bloody Valentine's Day treat for you. Stream all new seasons of Yellow Jackets and School Spirits, plus catch up on all things Dexter. Homicide looks good on you. You really are insane.
No, I can't stop thinking about. The only thing I'm thinking about is last night.
Oh,
That
yeah.
show. That's
you
the
got
only
a
thing
worm
on my
in your
mind.
brain.
I can't. So
Dude.
last night I did a show at a local theater, and I opened the show with a joke because the theater's in Chinatown, And the name of the theater sounds like something Asians would name a theater.
Yeah.
Should I just say? I mean, who cares?
Might as well. You're banned anyway.
There's a good comedy. Like it sounds funny. It's funny, and then I'm like, I immediately, as soon as that joke is like getting I opened with it, and it hardly worked, and I was like, yeah, that joke never works. I always open with that. I like to open with a bad racist joke. Make sure everyone knows I suck. Like just joking. Everything's fine.
The place is named Good Good. You're in Chinatown, and you open up, welcome to Good Good.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
And it's funny they're gentrifying Good Good, or they're gentrifying Chinatown. So it's
definitely,
it's funny to gentrify and to steal their culture
by naming it Good Good.
Oh, a very good comedy here. $5, all comedy you can have. Do you like alt white guys pretending to wear dress up clothes? Come in here. What about foreign named comedy girls? Today we have Napana Chamana. Very good comedy. Yeah, I'm definitely banned.
That'd be hilarious if like an old Asian dude bought that and just continued with their whole shtick.
Yeah. Today we have a Jabuki. Very funny comedy. Is he white? No one knows. Very diverse comedy here.
Stop.
Yeah, so
I can't take it anymore.
I went in there, dude. And every time I go, I'm always totally cognizant of the fact that
oh my god,
somebody's gonna get upset with it.
I'm sorry. The Asian voice, I think, is like the bottom of my foot in terms of my sense of humor.
Yeah,
if you hit it, dude, I fucking
so
can't
funny.
stop laughing.
Well, that's why I fucking did it on stage, because it's funny to go out there.
It's so funny.
$5 comedy. You want the comedy here?
I don't know, man.
We sell textbooks. We rip off college kids for textbooks to pay for a good comedy here.
Yeah, that's a whole other issue.
Do we rip off Barack colleges sometimes? Maybe. Have we ever ripped off a Cheney? Yes. All right.
Oh my god.
So I did.
So you did the voice.
And then during my set, I did a joke about. Everybody says they're not racist, and then I say being racist isn't like a yes or no thing. Being racist is like being hungry. Sure, you're not hungry right now, but a cheeseburger could cut you off in traffic, and you could get hungry.
Yeah.
And then people kind of laugh, and then I say, if it helps, the cheeseburger's Asian. Does that help you feel comfortable with that joke?
And people laugh.
Because it seems like the cheeseburger I'm talking about is a black person.
Yeah.
At which point the joke is racist.
Exactly.
But then when I point out the fact that if it was Asian, you wouldn't be offended.
Well, and I've seen it a bunch of times in action. The joke works regardless, but then usually when you hit the cheeseburger line saying he's Asian, everyone laughs. So
the point of that joke is to point out the double standard that it's racist for us to laugh. It is a racist if it is a black cheeseburger. Oh, very black a cheeseburger. So if the cheeseburger's black, it's racist. But then if I make it Asian, everyone's comfortable. White people are comfortable to laugh at it.
Definitely.
Which I'm pointing out the fact that that's a double standard. Very double.
Well, you might be too subversive for your own good.
Maybe, but I think it's pretty clear when I say, does that make it better?
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, if the cheeseburger's Asian, does that help?
I think the whole thing is just that, like, so like an SJW sitting in the crowd, the soup's already rotten, dude.
Sure.
You said cheeseburger,
sure.
now they're going, meh. And you say Asian, they just go, meh.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. They misinterpreted it, and they took it.
2 stops this time. Meh.
Yeah, exactly. They do the fucking cha-cha slide of oppression, dude. They're just like, oh. But so then they did this interview thing because it was a game show or like a show.
You had three angry people, two angry people.
3 angry girls in the dead front row.
So it was like the Muppets instead of old men. It was just 2 angry Asian ladies looking down at you, being like, "Ah."
They're very pretty young. They were young too. That was a problem. They were like probably mid to early 20s. So they were just primed for like, he should not be talking about our race this way.
Oh, so they were just like,
they were full on fucking like. But again, they weren't doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
They were offended by what I had said, but they weren't saying anything. They just didn't think it was funny, which is fine. Like I wasn't mad at them for that. That happens all the time. You're allowed to
people
either not get it or not think it's funny.
True.
So that's fine. I had no problem with that. But then when they do this interview thing afterwards, I was joking with the fact that they didn't like me.
Yeah.
I was like, these three did not like me at all. And I was like, now that we're in the open Q&A session, I figured I'd address that, maybe break the ice. And I did kind of. They started to laugh. And I'd done an Australian joke, so that one of the hosts was like, yeah, they probably didn't like you because they're Australian. And I was like, I don't think that's it. It's probably because they're Asians.
And
that was what made them very upset.
Well, that was the truth of the matter.
Yeah, well, don't just say the truth. Yeah. But no, and then I got off stage and I was like, man, I do feel bad. I didn't want to fucking actually hurt their feelings.
Yeah,
like
it hurts more too when they're hot.
Yeah,
you don't want to hurt hot chicks' feelings. You're like, no, I'm wrong.
Well, I just knew it was a miscommunication.
Yeah,
and I was the only one talking, so it was on me. So like, I felt bad.
Okay.
I was like, I felt bad. I didn't want to hurt their feelings. So I was like, I think I'm going to go apologize to them. And then a female comic that was on the show with me was like, those are actually my roommates. I think they'd be open to you apologizing to them. And I was like, yeah, I can do that for sure. I was thinking about it. I was like, I don't want to rehash it and make it weirder than it has to be. Maybe it wasn't that weird. Maybe it's just in my head. And she was like, no, I think it'd be good if you did. And I was like, all right, cool. I can probably do that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, if I want to, sure.
Yeah.
So then I'm standing there. And then that same female comic comes walking back in and is like, okay, now they're out front. You can go apologize to them.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like,
she's on like a headset right now. Being like, oh, he's coming out.
Then she walked back and approached me and was like, they're outside. You can go apologize. You should apologize. She basically was like, go apologize.
She's pretty much shoving you out the door.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, man, now I really don't want to.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's a normal reaction.
But, so then I went out and I was like, hey, sorry about that. I did apologize. I wasn't like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. But I was like, hey, I didn't have any intention of... When I walked up to them, the one girl literally, like, shuddered away from me. She's like, oh, my God.
Probably thought you were about to fucking
They
hit
were,
them.
like, really mad at me.
Probably thought you were about to bust your dick out, dude.
They were upset.
They're ready for level 2, dude. They thought you were about to fucking start jerking off.
Full fucking... So then I was like, guys, I was like, I didn't mean to do that. I was like, oh, so sorry. No, I didn't say that. That would have been sick. But no, I was like, sorry. I didn't mean to fucking get you guys fired up.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to offend you. I was just telling, sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. And they were like, well, you expected us to like sit there and I was like, look, you don't have to accept my apology.
Yeah.
I'm just saying sorry.
Apologies on the table.
Goodbye.
Nice.
Like, see ya. And then
you should have bought them some candy, not apologize.
I think I should have gotten sweet treats.
Got a sweet treat. Like, here you go.
Do you think they were like, but then
that sucks. So you're forced to apologize. Basically, they're like, you know, it was just like, all right, well, let's fucking debate right now.
See, the thing that sucks is I was going to apologize on my own.
Yeah, and you got bullhorned.
And then someone came up and was like, go apologize right now. And it's like, well, now I'm apologizing for something that I've never had to apologize for those jokes in my entire life.
Yeah.
Not my entire life, but you know what I mean, since I've been telling them.
Well, that'd be funny if you were
years.
like, I do that every single time in my act, and then now you have to stick to like an Asian voice in your act every single time.
For sure.
So
then somebody that was at the show, somebody who...
So this is run by Good, who used to do digital graffiti and be like, this show's genius, this show's awesome.
Well, I don't know if they ever called it genius.
Yeah, I've had it before. It's like, dude, this show's great, that show was awesome. So maybe not genius, you know, quote unquote, but they're like, dude, awesome, this show's great, blah, blah, blah. So now you're telling me that was, what, last year?
Maybe 2.
2 years ago.
Year and a half, 2, yeah.
And now
Times have changed, man. Things have changed.
That's a quick change, dude.
It was a sudden
That was the whole
change.
point of digital graffiti, to be as offensive as possible.
Yeah. But then I get home and read this Facebook message.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't read it. It was sent to me. This was clearly, I mean, it's vague because that's how these people operate.
Yeah, in the shadows.
They'll like obviously criticize you, but not name you.
Yeah.
And then be like, it wasn't about you.
Yeah.
So anyway, an hour after that show ended, somebody that was there, he said, giving a pass to a racist, sexist, homophobic comedian because they're, quote, good at comedy is like giving a pass to a racist, sexist, homophobic politician because they're good at politics. Oh, a very wisdom. A very good wisdom.
Yeah, it's lame, dude.
Nah, that sucks. But
that does. Well,
so that's been bothering the fuck out of me.
That'll piss me off,
it's like, man, every time I see the guy who wrote that, I try to be friendly. I mean, I get it. He doesn't fucking like me. Well, I don't. Anytime people don't like me,
that's true. Yeah,
it bothers the fuck out of me.
Well, the onus is on you too, because like we're currently the Monstars right now, dude.
Yeah, and like.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, it's not like they're gonna be like, hey man, you know, things are weird right now.
There's zero chance he would ever be like, look.
Well, if he needed something from you,
Sure.
he would be like, you're the best, you're the great.
But it's like,
If you have more credits, not a
if
problem.
I had the textbooks.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just, it sucks. I mean, now it's definitely not going to ever resolve itself. I'm sure they'll get their weasel mitts on this. But,
Sure, of course.
yeah, it's just been a bummer because I've tried every time I'm there to be friendly with him.
Yeah. Well, dude, you could literally.
But
It doesn't matter. It
I
all
guess
depends
on
on.
stage, I'm racist and sexist and homophobic.
Exactly.
So
I mean, dude,
it's brand over common sense, and his brand is to be an ally.
Mm-hmm.
Their brand, excuse me, the club, the theater's brand is like, this is, they're not. That type of comedy isn't meant.
Yeah.
And by that type of comedy, I mean if it's coming from a straight white guy.
Exactly. Yeah.
If I was anything else saying exactly the same set
Well,
last night.
if anyone complains, you know what I mean? Like if they had, it's just that's their product. You go in there and that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even about if you were friends or whatever. It's like, even if you guys were best friends, as soon as people were like, I don't like him, you could have paid for the whole theater.
Sure.
And as soon as people were like, I don't like him,
I got my name on that flag
do you
out
really?
front. Yeah.
That's sick.
That'd be sick if I got blacked off of it.
Probably will.
It'd be fucking sick. A little
Someone's
Sharpie.
gonna fucking color you in.
I'm already regretting the first part of this.
Really?
Yeah.
You getting antsy?
But it just sucks.
It
Sucks
does.
that it's
Well,
come
you're
to
the
this.
bad guy no matter what. So
I'm gonna be the bad guy, but it's whatever. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm still. I'm at Bananas Comedy Club regardless.
still fighting your fight.
I'm
dude.
at fucking Hartford, Connecticut Funny Bone this weekend.
Well, I just wonder if they'll actually hit you with the big band.
I mean, I don't care if they do.
Yeah.
I don't
that
think
would be
I've
sick though.
really ever been paid for doing comedy at that show or that club.
Yeah.
And I
Well, we
don't
got paid
think-
big time for our show.
No, we
We
didn't.
used to get like $30 every time we packed it out. That was sick.
Every time we sold it out and brought Big J Okerson into there. Literally brought Big J Okerson to our show.
Yeah.
I brought some decent comics. I brought Rich Voss there. I brought Big J Okerson there.
Yeah. You fucking homophobe.
And if you bring Big J, who's pretty much constantly homophobic, sexist, and racist throughout his comedy, and Rich Voss, who's clearly homophobic, racist, and sexist in his comedy, and you're happy to receive them.
Well, I'm telling you, man. All you need is more credits.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Very.
Dude, supporting them is like supporting a politician who's racist, homophobic,
True.
and bigoted.
True. They should,
Duh.
yeah. It's very clear.
Tell you, if you
logic.
have more credits, you're good. All you need is credits.
Yeah,
Trust
but
all that.
it's tough to get credits
Well,
because I suck.
and don't make fun of Asians, dude.
True. I'm gonna stop making fun of
Wait
Asians.
till you get on TV
Then I'm
and
gonna
then just
get on.
fucking let it rip.
Well, I don't make fun of Asians.
No, I know.
The thing wasn't. I mean, it was funny too because I was like, if I bring this up on our podcast, all you have to do is listen to any one of our podcasts and be like, oh yeah, he's pretty racist. I tone it down so much on stage compared to this.
Well, I mean, plus too, you get a lot of people on stage, and I mean, this is a classic role reversal. It never works. But there's like, I watch black comics all the time make fun of do white guy voice, and I'm always like hilarious.
Yeah.
Love watching black dudes do white guy voice. It just makes me
Oh
laugh.
my god.
It makes me laugh so hard.
Well, hello. Yeah. Like,
Officer, yeah, it's always like calling the cops.
well,
Being
I don't.
So-
I realize there's no correlation. The correlation's very thin between
It is.
black comics making
Yeah.
fun of white people.
It's foggy.
But there's enough people, every single comic, like literally saying white guys are evil, and it doesn't seem to be that much of a joke in it. You know what I mean? Like people go on stage and be like, "Straight white men should not be in power," and it's like, all right, that's
If I started fucking talking about
a
like
little
Rupert
weird.
Murdoch and all that shit, people would be like, yo, bro, chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just what it is,
But
man.
there were people that were upset
Because you said it good to good.
because I said, "Welcome to a good comedy," but they were it wasn't a big deal.
No.
And I was wrong in that they were upset about it.
They probably were charged. They probably went Super Saiyan mode on Facebook, all caps, outrage, dude.
Yeah, they were definitely they were reaching to get offended on that. They were reaching.
They just went, sweet. A little like anime teardrop hit the corner of their head, like,
I would just stand there like, ooh, the fucking
all the stripes came
the
behind
background behind me, just like, whoa. Yeah,
Oh, see, that's funny.
it is funny.
That's
but-
hilarious.
But some places you just
Yeah.
I don't know. It sucks because it happened. It all changed with the political climate.
Yeah.
Like
If Trump didn't win,
when I first moved here, everything was cool.
Yeah.
And everybody got along and everything was fine. And then politics and all that, like political correctness and people being anti-politically correct and like, because both sides are not equal, but both sides are pretty wrong on a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Like there's a ton of fucking morons on the anti-PC fucking side that are like.
Well, it's just the whole thing's just like a
So it's
like a self-calibrating mechanism. It's like you have weirdos on the left and right, and they have to just kind of argue so that this doesn't fly off the rails either way.
And especially in comedy where 95% of these people are complete fucking weirdos.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sitting across from a guy who comes on his own laptop.
Exactly.
Who seems pretty normal.
Yeah, and that's
in
the thing
community,
too.
You're actually normal.
I'm like really well heeled among comedians, and it's like, it is funny, dude. And it's also even just like people who, when people talk like they have a huge handle on politics, who like don't work in politics, I'm always kind of in my head like, you're just jerking yourself off.
Yeah.
Like to think that you, a fucking waiter or whatever you do, or just sitting at home and you got the grasp on the entire landscape of politics in America, and you're like, here's what we need to do. It's like you're jerking yourself off.
Yeah, I used to do that. I've been in that, and then I grew up, and I was like, I started to grow up and be like, oh, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And if you look at pretty much any argument, both sides usually have decent reasons. Like net neutrality even had some decent fucking reasons. Like everything has.
Dude, thank our new sponsor, the repeal of net neutrality.
Yes, thank you very much. Our new sponsor, paying for internet.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
We're gonna make people pay $20 a podcast
This
to get
podcast
rich.
now costs $800.
7 bitcoins
All
per
we need
listen.
is one guy. All we need is Richards to buy this thing, dude.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
we need
Someone could totally
we need
buy our
Trevor
podcast.
and fucking Richards to buy this for
Our
$800.
podcast is up for sale right now.
Yeah, also, but that's been back to that fucking bullshit that happened to me last night.
I know.
Can't get it. I won't let that go for a while.
You shouldn't, man.
And then people will be like,
someone bullied you about your art.
somebody will listen to this and call me a dickhead, and I'll be like, listen, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'll apologize to whoever confronts me about this.
You have to.
I got to work on that. I got to work on not apologizing.
Just sticking to your guns.
My sister was making fun of me for that. The
Yeah.
whole last.
Lobby open, bro.
That was 97. That was 97. was 97.
Got so much class. If a boy want test, he'll kick your ass. If a boy wanna test, he'll kick your ass. Your ass. Kick your ass. Yeah. I'm just getting lively. The 19.0. And if a boy test, when you're in the street walking on your own, and a man's watching you in your mobile phone, then come over and give it a tone. If you give it any more tone, this punch it might get thrown. This punch it might get thrown. When you're on your back, all you do is moan. You've been seeing that, seeing that. Yo, RZA in the mix. RZA's had his waiter. Like RZA in the mix. RZA's had his waiter mix. Listen to me. P.E.D. As we get really heavy. As we get really heavy. As we get really heavy. We got the spider and the tiny. Now listen to me. P.E.D. As we get really. Yo, as we just get lively. 19.0. If a boy just gonna receive a blow. You already know about these ones. I'm a man that never forget, so look in the mirror, you know that you are nana. I'm not making no fella, but if you got that, I'm gonna take your role, nana. That's just the way we fella, man's get fella. When man sing funny fella, that's just the way we fella. Man's get fella, when man sing funny. Yo, listen to me, it's the P.E.D. As we get really heavy, as we get really heavy, as we get really heavy. P.E.D. MC Telly back me, MC Telly back. How he'll keep blowing the like 50. When it says 40, we do 50. If it says 50, we do 60, maybe 80 and don't look back. We're going our way till we don't look back. The haters hold it up like blue tack. Or get too slack and you drop on your back, you burn to break back like an ice lake. I don't wanna say it again for Christ's sake. How he'll get some up. Ladies, I wanna see you wine and shake, shake, you matty. Big it up, bad boy, Mr. Matty. Yeah, matty. Go on. I don't know where the fuck I am. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Fucked up. RZA. I'm fucked up. Telly and Power Hill based. I'm never ever gonna go low on pace. I bang the waist. I'm gonna save a pace. I take the mashy, listen to Rizal. We're gonna get dashy. Get girls sticky like a lolly. Oh, like a holly. I make you say tell it Ucha Wally. It's sweet but hard like a dummy. Don't tell it, I feel it in my tummy. My boy MC Telly is a brummy. Yeah, from Power Hill. Picking up my boys and we chill on the hill and the wall. We see a catty and we caught. We see a catty and we caught. We see a catty and we caught. On the wall now, listen to me. P.E.D. P.E.D. A girl, look to wind up on me. The wind up them B-U-M-P-A. You feel no way. Some of them are wet and the panties soggy. Some of them are dirty and very sweaty. Them men are taking them for wife me. Well, no, not me. My wife has to be a nice young lady. She has to be sweet and very sexy. Then she can be known as Beasley. Then she can be known as Beasley. Then she can be known as Beasley. Oh, where's all the sexy girls? The defense, I like them like the slime mode teachers. So you can pick them up and push it up. Hit them from the back, run out at the butt. We hit them from the back and we won't climax. But we got that protection, library max. I carry my Durex like the rucksack. We're in a gold coin, make them bounce to my things like boing, 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 boing. RZA, in the mix. Making it virgin. Tight like a virgin. One's coming in, one's a banana. Tight like a virgin, sung from Madonna. RZA. All-star crew. Power Hill who? It's all about settling down, getting a wife who's out of town. She's not taking you for no clown, and she loves having you around. When you're making love, she makes that. When you're making love, she makes that sound. Now listen to me, T.E.D. As we get really, 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 really heavy. I got a phone and a TV, I got a couch and a CD. All I need is my lady, then we will get cozy. Aussie 8 is sharp, just like the tooth on a shark is sharp. Like a lager called Harp, sharp. Just like the nose on a pike is the P.E.D. Dagger D and the mic. Send over mic, you ran the deck. Cause we're gonna feel the effects. Cause we're gonna feel the effects of the Power Hill who? All-Star crew, All-Star who? Power Hill crew, doing it for you. I'm like 2.0, wait for boys till she get a flow. If a boy till she get a flow, oh my word. Oh my word.
Yeah, the man don't want the wage. So on stage me, trust me. It's down to the Sarika. I like the breakdown, yeah? Then we're going on Soundy. Soundy going on, yeah? Then we sound heavy and sexy and singing all them things there. You even have seen half of it. Oh, the next one. Hey, listen to the intro. Hey, shout to the girls at home, yeah, with heavy bumpers. Heavy bumpers, yeah? Hey, shout to the maestro. Outside the Red Drum family. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Outside the end done. The Muff Riders. I listen to the next one, you can't even mix this. I don't really care if you want star, you need house star. Give it out mouse star, I got the belt star. Why you really want a 5-star? Nigga, that's alright star. Then what's a nice star? Somebody else got that's a nice star. All types of Nisha, all type amnesia. Then I'm a C-star, I'm MCR. Rolling on star, lyrical G-star. Who can it be to the E-star with the DJ Greek star? Man like me star, M and the DR. Digging on the shady, the AV, and my DJ Trick star. I don't really care who you are, you need help. Give it up mouth, I got the belt. Why you really wanna fight? Yeah, nigga, that's alright. We said there on tonight. Somebody else got there tonight because I'm an A and I'm a B and I'm a C cause I'm MD and I'm rolling up. I'm a lyrical G. Who could it be to the E and the MIC? Bigging on my spot TG, whole type of blood TC, whole type of man like JC and an AC. M to the C is the way to JD, crazy MC, bitch that's inside me. I'm an a D, A with a T. One of us is B, that's a disability cause I might take you like all you need. That's why you order home for me low key. There's no liability cause I smash up the mic for believe in the clean. Listen to a man like me, the gal like me, the haters hate me, but they come by me. Younger study seniors with individuality. I have creativity. Yeah, that's how we do this. Hey, I know that you like this one, so I'll give it you again. A-class, ladies love the lips low. To the back of the neck and the breast, but never below. I say the like crown, and I only until she knows. Yeah, the next one's my tune. And I know I want to see the phone line blinking for this one, yeah? Whoa. Hey, that's creeped up on the decks. It's time to get wrecked. Hate and spent. Ooh. Boo. Hey, this one's called Fairground 2. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Listen. Oh no. Hey, let them hear it though. Let them hear it, Creek. Let them hear this one. Whoa. Yeah. It's just my DJ tricks and stacking death straight up to the decks. Hey, trust me, I really do need a spliff, you know. Hey. Okay, it's time for work. Okay, the mummy. You locked in, yeah? I know this. Oh, time a little bit of the Travell. Oh no, listen to silent flow. It's through the microphone like a mojo. As a rolling me big on the anti-Jojo. Oh, time I call the remake, the Vegas. The rampage, the feel, you know. This is the flavor of a bar. Hey yo, man, a superhero. You know, this is the flavor of a bar. Hey yo, man, a superhero. Peter Parker, spider, footballer, wider, exciter, fighter, qualified to become fighter, hyperman. I be the type of man, I be the male girl, son, I'm a sniper man, and I play with the brain like a PlayStation, and baby feed the life, feed the nation. M to the D and now rolling, strolling, bubbling, now controlling, and AV, you don't know that you're a done.
DJ AV, I'm a lyrical postman, so many risk get post, I'm post, so many risk from west to the coast, I'm resurrecting at your base like a ghost. When up on the air, phone and a blare, HOT is a road, 60 body girl, come, more time in bread, more time in toast, more time in toast, more time in bread. Yeah, nice, we roll the dice, stick it to your base.
Hey, just be straight to your face. Hey, the next one's absolutely my favourite, alongside the live wire, alongside the Buddha finger, alongside the deepest, darkest, she's down the neatest, sharpest, darkest. Yeah? Hey. Stop. Yeah, stop. Straight out to the hot shot. Locked in, locked on. Outside the longest, a crusader. Hey, trust me. Someone just texted and said that they're not feeling the vibes. Hey, chicks, I need you to do me a favour. Hey, stop that tune, man. Hey, they're saying that they're not feeling the vibes. They're saying that the notes they were waiting and I get where they're coming from. You're not doing it proper, chicks, so stop that. I'm sorry, why the start of that one? Trust me, you boss it up. Trust me. And just give me the chops and everything, yeah? No. My DJ, you're waiting. Picking up my DJ, ADG. Hey, reload that one. Whoa. Chicks, so you're not doing it proper. Listen to me if you want to do this. Trust me, I'm a raver. Shout out to the Caribbean, yeah, you're locked in. Yeah. Hey, shout out to the little miss, yeah? We know where you be. I love this tune. Like a mobile phone, I got connections. Sexy girls there, I got erections. With erections, I got protections. Cause I'm wanted and I got elections. I'm a proton and a neutron, an electron. Cause I sex some. I'm an acid, I'm an alkali. Not no neutral type of guy, yo. I'm a mansion, not a house. I'm a lion, not a mouse. Like a lion, I'm ready to pounce. Who's gonna put bling bling down for the sound and shout out to the man like Panther. You never catch MDR in a banger. From a cartoon, I'm a manga. Now my lyrical exploding anger. Ladies have the rise on me and ravers have the rise on me. Everybody in the river's gonna rise on me. Now you're gonna get a surprise from me. Begin on the magic card, right like me vibrantly. All eyes on me. These with the sounds of the M and the D. All with the M and the C. As you know, cause you want to do this and do that. You want to come back to my flat. You want to be back with no hair. You better get to know if you never knew that. You want to spread the legs. You don't want to get with. Wants the finger instead. Wants the bust to fall over the bed. None it gets rid to shreds. Hey, shout out to that last texter, yeah? I'll be doing it proper for ya. That's what I like to see, trust me. My DJ, you're waiting. Hectic, shady, crazy. Hectic. Buff and buff and buff. Hectic. We say you're tough. This year we call it delicate. Stick to the tune like delicate. Listen low, let me tell it straight that you can't say the where I go. High low, my flow phenomenal. Unstoppable, unrockable, can it testing to the some cockable flow. Yo, this one we call it sweet like grave. TRU like your very best mate. And it's only this week cause we concentrate. Let us know why you do this to me. What did I do to you? Only said a little course too. Even when I wanna stop it, even when I wanna stop it, even when I wanna stop it, even when I wanna stop it. Ooh, this is the raving crew.
If they're not like a side, they're better set for they get smashed through the deck up. Look to the face, the all gone pale. Swallow them up like the ocean whale. I come up in a demon jail. Side them down on the train track rail. Yo, me and shady, low key crew, better beware. You put your mates in your face, it's outrage fair. If you come up, I'm not even close there. YouTubers are chillies, I know where. Like Razor Man, don't even go there. When you come to the lunch, you better take care. If it's gonna replant, say.
Oh, okay, they love this one, yeah? Listen. This how we call it rough, this how we call it tough, this how we call it hectic. This is what I ain't enough, this is what I want enough. This one nasty like scruff, this one nasty like scruff. If it's hectic, it's buff. If it's hard, it's tough. It's the M and the D and the harmony. But there's a range of the left and the dance all one. I'm a lyrical superstar who likes the flavor of a bar. I'm a lyrical that's the left the jaw. Are you bad in the low key? Nah, no, ha. Haters came outside the place, getting hyper, being straight into MDR again, and I'm tough like power again, and I'm begging more again, because cause I'm a star again. I'm going on north again. I'm asking them what again. I'm you why you're not again. As we sit at the top again. Hey, I don't talk again. I'm me like a hog again. Hey, listen. Knock, who's there is the M and the D. I wanna get in on the versatility. Breaking haters like birds in the sea. Ain't a fake art, it's originality. See through you like psychology. Read through you like an anthology. So follow me, cause my style is technology. If you're a bit too much, can't swallow me. The rule of got is the art. See you got to be smart. Got to be ruthless, I'm no heart. I got the skills and the nose like par. He say doja, Buddha. Doja, voodoo. And my center is no intruder. Listen, silence, the illusions, the MDR. Listen, my speech. AD, Shady and the DJ creep. Hold tight the door, unique. Listen now as I speak. The future is bleak. Yeah, trust me.
When facing your enemy, you have to aim for
We're doing this now. Draw that one actually.
Use the Buddha finger accurately, and you'll
shout to the Midnight Walkers. Yeah, they're saying that they're loving it.
He should try.
I don't think I'm on sun at the same time. Hey, say out to the M2, the little soldier. Yeah. They're saying that they want us to play Jaws. Trust me, Tricks is getting that one tomorrow. Hey, phone line crew. Hold tight. Hey, reload that one, man. You know what I'm vexed about? Because there's no catties.
When facing your enemy, you have to aim for his weakest point. Use the Buddha finger accurately, and you'll find you will win, whatever he should try to do.
Hey, shout out to the AC, that's coming from the AV. Right now it's the M and the D, the R, the M and the C. Instead about the low and the key, the fam and the Lee, the M and the D. My spot TG, the GIZ, my tricks the DJ, cause it's weighty. And the crew don't want the replay, so listen the words I spray. Listen the words I say. Yo, you must be tripping on the E like it's mostly, cause it's not D-line, B-line, on my B-line. That is the I'm okay. Yo, wasted on, shaded on, niggas going crazy on. What is going on? Hyman is flowing on, the crowd are just flowing on. Hey, I don't be foolish with the mate, it's me, I turn Polish, and I'm very sorry to be so selfish. Loving this tune and I can't help this, so I walk with the walls and the microphone. Got no home, no skin or bone. Can't take it, the curve's gonna break it, and I'm gonna hang it high. All them haters are just lies, all them haters are just lies, and them haters get no blind, and do not ask me no whys. Hey, listen to that one. Oh my, some food food, yeah? Like some old things, yeah? Hey, shout out to the Vixen, yeah? The Evilicious, what's going on? Yeah. A special request. Hey, shout out to the JD. I'll tell your brother the Nigel. Hey, listen. Oh no. A special request. Special request. A special request, yeah? Hey, shout out to the driver, you locked in, trust me. Yeah. Requested like me, the girl don't want me, cause girl won't do this, some flaunt me, and some won't leave me, some haunt me. So many girls that man's taught me, looking miles and star me, waiting by me, there is no way that you can harm me, cause the danger. Girl won't do this and do that, girl won't pick on my team like that, girl won't even wear with no hair, you better get to know if you never knew that, girl won't spread the legs, girl don't want to get wedged, wants the finger instead, wants the bust to fall over the bed, none against his street. Hey. Yeah, outside the Justin, outside the Isaac, outside the Lexus, the JD, the Skimbo, the Hot Shot crew, all of your crew, that's what we do. Hey, trust me, we got crew texting and say that they want to hear my dub play. But straight to the DJ Amnesia, cause I hate you right about now, cause you ain't got my thing. Where's my dub plate, man? Where's our dub plate? Shout out to the IRC crew, yeah? Outside the Wills, the Donna, the Sex, outside the Cheryl, outside the Bunking, the Stacy, the Kiri, 3D, that's coming from the boxer. What? Hyper. And the out on the typer, metal girls and the double sniper, play with their brain like a plane. Play with their brain like a PlayStation, baby, feed you like feed the nation. Beeline vocal collaboration. Hey, shout out to Carry On, yeah? I'm gonna carry on, right? Yeah. Trust me, see I'm a little freestyle. Okay. When you go home, when your body aching, low-key crew, overtaking. For the haters, we keep it hating. For the ravers, we keep it raving. Why would you wanna try and hate us? When you get on the breath, so why they bait us? Look on the rhythm like a paper boss. The MDR, the entertainer. The entertainment inside the place. Getting hype, I need to be restrained. MDR again. Tough like tar again. Making the wall again. Cause I'm a star again. And I'm going on dark again. I'm asking them what again. Let's see do what you not again. So hey, I don't talk again. Because I'm lean like an arc again. If I flop, then I start again. When I make my mark again. Pulse from the heart again. When it's ready to depart again. Whoa. Okay, the Chanel, yeah? They're never going on too heavy. Nah, man, I'm not even feeling it today as much, yeah? Hey, shout out to the drivers at home. Shout out to the Ninja Don. Hey, straight once more going out to the M2. Oh, it's had a little soldier. I don't think we got the jaws, but we'll have that tomorrow. Whoa, my God, my DJ, you're heavy, you're hectic, you're all of it. You're all of it. You're all of it. So please draw it. The phone line's wanting it. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, the phone in my phone, with partner. Yeah. Hey, draw this one back right about now for the release. You're locked in, locked on. What's that, the Stadella? Trust me. Shout out to the unknown masters, the MC Mystery, the Molly, the Riddler, the DJ Q, the Corrupt, the Desire, hot like fire. So don't ask me why. Haters get no flyer. I'm flat like a tire, yeah? And the higher paper, I'm the higher tier. Who knows about this flow, yo? Hey, trust me. Looking for the advert boss, cause you know. Hey, lower that one. Lower it, man.
Got so many lyrics to cram in. The power of vibe is slamming. The whole vibe is slamming. Yo, MC Spider is slamming. MC Telly is slamming. Coming from the hill with a mat these arch. And we don't stop like hearts. Now watch the soldiers march all year round. Not just the April, so haters hold it down like a staple. Learn to be grateful, don't just be hateful or you die a death. That's fatal because it's telling. I'll make you die every time like Kelly. I'll make you die every time like Kelly. Yeah, don't watch the jump. As they get rapid. Inside, you ready for the Power Hill Hill? Power Hill Crew. Power Hill Hill and the ride. Power Hill Crew and the ride. Yeah. Under the flowing. Checking your back. A little bit like DEP. Run out to the DAs, you're the vortex.
Me neither.
Whoa.
I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke cigars. I don't smoke a pipe. Pipe.
We don't smoke the pipe. We don't smoke that pipe. Yeah.
I don't smoke the reefer.
We're coming from the hill with a mat these arch. And we don't stop like heart. Now watch the soldiers march all year round. Not just the April, so haters hold it down like a staple. Learn to be grateful. All just be hateful. All just die in them. Just fatal. Because it's telling. Trying to make it die every time like Kenny. Yo, girls on the man on my chest like King Kong. Stand for this living mentally strong. Wanna rock my soul like a big bar.
No, I don't. You smoke? 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 No, I don't.
Yo.
Me neither. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke cigars. I don't smoke a pipe.
Double B. You're rapping, you're blowing, and in the back
don't smoke the reefer.
It's testing, so move your body and nod your head like your last night's money. Testing to keep from raving, and don't stay still like you're so raving. It's TV out man too, but I'm gonna show you what his lines do. When he put his words and his rhymes through the microphone and make it go no feel like yo, show my name like the crowd, smiler, smiler. Show my name like the crowd, smiler, smiler. If we need to rap the vocal, I power, feel a power, I'm inside, giving it with a power, alright, fans alright, we won't see. I'm gonna get Rado, and then he's just Rado, I'm gonna check the heights. I'm gonna turn off the lights, but still get down. Like DMX, when till they ride it like DMX. Only one is to get to the MAX. Don't be a view like Joe is the mix. Going out to the B1. Should have ready, no go. Should have ready, no go. Going out to the bad boy, you got to go. You got to go. Going out to sing. MC's running to the borderline. MC's running to the borderline. MC's running to the borderline. Run out to the styles. You wicked, you wiles, wicked wiles, wicked wiles, wicked wiles.
You smoke? Oh.
Yo. Mix on the mix on the birthday boy.
You smoke? Oh. I don't smoke the reefer.
Your answer to the question was 18. Run out to the McDowell.
No, I
all the other crew got it right.
Me neither. I smoke cigarettes. I smoke cigars. I smoke a pipe. I don't smoke the reefer.
Yo.
I don't smoke the reefer. I don't smoke the reefer. I don't smoke the reefer. I don't smoke the reefer.
Double B, smash, stay back. Going out to Arnie, and also it comes to smash. Back, going out to the spin, the pancho, the taxi, the yak, the kilo, the gangster, back. Yo, Double B. Yes, stop, yeah. Yo. Don't test me or you can't. I can make MCs roll in a hearse. Kelly's a tough bubble that don't burst. I'm a tough bubble, and you know my flow's rough like stubble. And you know it can't be cut down. And you know Telly's dark but brown. I'm brown but dark, like 5 o'clock in the winter. Telly's a master like Splinter. So I'm gonna make you bounce even if you don't wanna. Bounce like bow wow, back, bounce like bow wow, bounce like bow wow, bounce like bow wow, one big man. Yo, power ill, we're inventive and reaching the top is our intensive. Yo, whenever we gone, going gone, soul, going gone, soul, going gone, soul. Now man never get old like mold. Yo, dubs in the mix, show dubs of you and your week to mix. Drop in the beat, dubs of you and your 23. Yes, live to the best, show big up your chest. T-E-double-L, very well, T-E-double-L-Y. Legs, so move your body. And nod your head like your last day's study. Need to keep raving. Don't stay still like you're still don't watch that. Double B, blowing on your birthday. Going out to the B21 ladies. Scully, it's like this. Panama Living on me two other stuff. Try not to be annoying like a muff that lives in your laugh. I try my best not to switch off on the mic. I try my best not to cuff. Chance to seem like Van Gogh. So you lot can no skank and spin. Listening and try to imagine what things might be like through my eyes on the mic. You lot gotta realize I'm trying to be smart just like bows and ties. Like Gabrielle, I've always gotta rise. Most of the time to the occasion, but sometimes a little bit of persuasion on the mic. I never ever delay on the mic. I don't spray it, I say it. Cause if I did, I just decay. Like me, if you can't sing then home diddy like me. If you can't sing then home diddy yo. Power ill, we're running with things. We wanna hear all of the ladies sing. Power ill, you're heavy, you're going on dirty with Mr. Scully. Power ill, you're heavy, you're bringing this joint. Hey, tell it, yo, what's going on, yo? We love the vibe inside. Are you ready for the Power Hill crew and the ride? Scully, this one's sick. It's like this, it's the young Power Hill crew. We're coming to the area, yo. We're gonna pick up the mic and we're gonna get down and we're about to get you hype. I talk about here now. Smile, I say and tell it. Come when you fancy the tickle, we tickle your fancy. We're DJ Double B, yo. We're DJ Double B, yo. We're DJ Scully. Fake MC, don't try. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Fake MC, don't try. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. It's TEYY. I'm black and white, that's like one magpie. To bring you sorry for test today, you won't see tomorrow. Cause you don't want me. Be vegetarian, take a leaf out of my book, out of my notepad. But don't tell me so I get so mad. I get by me. You can't just smile at Power Hill Army. You can't just smile at Power Hill Army. Yo, it's the young Power Hill crew of the morning. To the area, yo, we're gonna pick up the mic and we're gonna get down and we're about to get you right, man. Talk about here now. Smile up, and tell it all day. You fancy the tickle, we're singing your fancy. We're DJ Double B, yo. We're DJ Scully, yo. We're DJ Scully. Power Hill in Bromley, where I come from. Tell my brethren, tell you I'm a Bromley. When I hope all the girl like a man that's coming. Now when the Monday show me the Monday. Should have told you when you went college. If it's just telly, you ain't got knowledge. You're the same smart, cause telly will beat you like your heart straight from the start. And when I stop, you die. So you don't want it with a double B. You couldn't have thought about the damage you do if you go. It's tuned in, cause afraid that wouldn't be moving. Dobs, you got everyone. Boom. Double B, what hearts with a roll. That life red dust. Double B, it's like water when you got thirst. And the mic now it's out and white. Like cocoa butter when you feel dry. Like an E-tablet when you wanna get high. Yo, I'm a funny, bro me, I've been like that since I get on me, don't me. Up and me, mommy, honey, all of me crew. The fellas, the toddlers, the ladies, Sue, yo. Feel up a vibe inside, you ready for the Power Hill ride? Coming from the hill with a Maclean arch. And we don't stop like hearts. Now it's the soldiers march all year round. Now it's the April for haters. Hold it down like a staple. Learn to be grateful or you die at death. Let's race so because it's telly. I'll make you die every time like Kenny. Coming to the dance, I'm coming to pressure. If the girls wanna come, let me get to the crash, I say. Reach there in the sexy dress, I say. Reach there and believe in stress, I say. Reach there when you don't get left in the cold like a big girl around the transfer list. Waiting to get sold. Going gun, sold. Nah, man, never get old like old. No, nah, don't go, yeah, yo. Power Hill goes, just like a willow. Power Hill goes, just like a willow. Power Hill goes, tough, but we're bringing you the vibe. We bring the vibe on night in the city. No matter why I'm a Power Hill, giving you a feel. Singing you on a buzz like you pass the bill. So you know you just can't stand still. And you gotta rave on this Power Hill. Still with the power. Gonna say sweet if you wanna get sour. Gonna say safe, watch your space. If you want the feet, we'll give you a taste. You like Chinese, I'll give you a chat that will bring you to your knees. If you like curry, I get hot, then I win in a hurry, no worry. I get spicy, won't tell you twice, so don't be feisty. I'll make you jack like when it's icy. Yo, when I call a girl, don't expect her this sex. Give me sex. When I call a girl, don't expect her this sex. Give me sex. Don't look like that. I only want that liquid chat. Stuck in the teeth, one thing of a bad, yo, got an option. Telly and Power Hill mate, I'm never ever gonna go low on taste. Cause we're round the way, I'm gonna stick it like paper paste. I'm paper flashy, this is the smile that's probably gonna get flashy. I'm like HMB with a top down, like HMB with a top down. Got music, yo, Power Hill crew with a lick. Never get evicted like nothing leaks, or get selected like Vegas under that floor and I'll take it clear. Please turn a joke like Hale and Pace. Telly ain't joke, and Telly's the ace. Yo, what ravers, get some space, some more room. Cause Telly's gonna make you wanna say boom. I wanna double boom. The ravers, throw your hands up and say boom to this tune. Yo, where the daddies now? Yo, P said, where the daddies now? Yo, P said, where the daddies now? Like ABB will show you how. How to rave, how to scan, how to fire and not to rub that. Then tremor like a tank as a beat on rank. Me sing to the best like this shoe back. Yo, like that good stand, so build up a vibe inside. You ready for the power and the ride. You don't bother test Telly cause I might start hooking. I don't know why, but haters keep looking at me like I'm a catty. Instead of watching the girls batty, they watch my face. Keep it up if they want a hot place to be like how. Remember it's power hit, ow, power hit, ow, power hit, ow. Yo, fine for that at the time. Inside, are you ready for the power? Alright, yo, build up my vibe inside. Don't let it go, fiesta. To get your hype up. Passion 92. Yeah, wait the advert, trust.
What's up, y'all? This is City Hot.
What's up, it's me, Beverly Knight.
What up, this Corrupt.
What's up? This is Max Caprice.
We got the passion.
MC Bush can tell you Passion FM is the #1 in the world.
And we're 3LW on Passion FM.
Yeah, Buds the boy.
Hi, we're Mystique, and you're listening to Passion FM.
This is Music Soul Child.
And our favorite station in Birmingham is Passion 92 FM.
Got them on the bars 24/7, yeah, they yo. Come give me the fire, me bun them and done this.
2.0, personally recommended by yours truly, Mike Smoke.
Baby, I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time, and I gave you my all. Now, baby, be mine. Hey, this is Ashanti on Passion 92.0.
Yeah, it's Ja Rule, and I'm chilling on the station. That's passion. That's what I'm all about, baby. Hop. When you've done finish all your Christmas turkey, get down to the Super Trap Christmas party on the Friday, the 28th of December, 2001. It's gonna be rolled up Planet Ice, Chinatown, City Centre, Birmingham, and it's gonna be a bubbling, twisting, romper, stomper of a party. Be there. On the night, there's gonna be DJ Technical from the Stony Street team, Fix C, and the Six Sense supplying the garage to make the ladies twist. Genius will be playing a bashment, and a little bit of hip-hop will be supplied by Shotgun Coda UK and DJ Warren G from Passion FM. Yo, this is gonna be a party, style galore. Because of smooth, cause we don't wanna see nobody dead on the floor. Yo, get your tickets nice and early from all the usual outlets. Or log on to www.supertracks.co.uk.
Yes, Thursday the 27th of December. Time 7 till 8. First half promotions are back with the snazziest ladies super jam ever. Not Cracker Fever. DJ's dropping down the banging press on the night will be the DJ Wiley, DJ Doctor, who's on the next one about now. Catch your ESP, SU2, DJ Matrix back to back with the AV. Catch your DJ Ams playing the soul and hip hop. Catch your Bruce Lee touching down with the junglist. Catch your Ganzi playing the bashment. DJ Technical, the soul and R&B.
MCs entertaining on the night will be the low-key crew, the GT, the Zola, the Reaper. Macro MCs, myself, the Rider, the Vader, along with the official return of the MC Doctor. Don't forget about the Power Hour, where you got the Power Ill and the Vortex crew going back to back. MCs representing both crews being the Ardy, the Telly, along with the DAZ and the DEV. There will also be 2 surprise live games on the night, and attractions include the live video recording, 3 giveaways, plus many more.
Admission, £6 members, £8 non-members. Security, very, very tight. To make sure that you're polite and at your wine all night. The night.
It's going to be under 8.
Yo, RZA. They should have told you when you went college. If it's just telling you ain't got knowledge, you just say smart. Telling will make you like your heart fake from the start. And when I stop, you die. So you don't want it with a towel and white. A black and white, it's like one magpie to bring you sorrow. Test today, you won't see tomorrow. Cause you don't want beef. Be vegetarian. Take a leaf out of my book. I'm a notepad. But don't tell me, so I get so mad. I get balmy. You can't just tell it's Tower Hill Army. It's the Barmy Army, not the Navy. And if you want to test it, it's so gravy. It's so good. Bars and sticks, we got planks of wood. We got bars and sticks, we got bars and sticks, we got planks of wood. I don't care what you think about me. If you don't like me, don't speak to me. Power Hill crew, yeah, that's the family. When I'm in trouble, I phone him in need. Y-E-R, he comes down fast like a yo, RZA, he comes down fast like a he comes down fast like a yo, bigger on the RD, bigger on the classic, bigger on the smacker, the bigger the Victor, the Boa, the Smiler, the Daya, all the crew. Respect you to you, C-R-E-double-C-R-E-double-C-R-E-W. Yo, telly, and I'm in control like Pirelli. Tires, I get electric like telewires. You know I get hot, I ain't been silly. Cause we're heating up just like chili. Turn you're rolling with a Power Hill Barmy Army. I'm getting hot like a pepperami. We're hot.
Hey yo, you know rough the road. All guns out. East, west, north, and south. White, Major 8, Gospel, Maxwell, beat about.
Yo, here we go, gonna hit with the difficult venomous flow, yo. Hey yo, here we go, hit with the difficult venomous flow. Stick 'em up, nobody move. Ha ha.
It's all about you, blood. It's all about you, blood. Take this one.
Hey yo, subliminal, subatomical, put the back up with the lyrical, ninja, put the mic with the bigger display bar now. Subliminal, subatomical, put the back up with the lyrical, ninja, put the mic with the bigger display bar.
Taking no business, sinners and good was getting so low by my click, that's it. Going on sickness and not real quick, me need MCs that got the whole fit. You know I'm better than my click straight up, you wanna chat about me, yo, please speak up. Hands in my mind so you can speak up, got nothing to say, then shut the hell up. You wanna chat about we what? Say we sound like you say what? Mixing my soul lyrically hurried. First class crew car down your forehead. Don't bubble and bounce to this one, I'm spitting it in your face for you to listen. When you chat you don't know that I'll be sitting in the limo laughing at your devil.
Yo, sit up in the bed beside the bed, you gonna do if you do the half of it, enough man, I'm gonna laugh on the laugh of it, pat in the chop of it, bang in the top of it, yo. Sit up in the bed beside the bed, you gonna do the half of it, enough man, I'm gonna laugh on the laugh of it, pat in the chop of it, bang in the top of it, yo.
You're first class crew with the crew, that's you, we're big enough face, I'm here to you. If you say we're the best, that's true. You say we sound brand new, yo, that's true too. First class crew with the crew, that's true. Ringing the bass, I'm here to you. If you say we're the best, that's true. You say we sound brand new, ho, that's true too.
Up in the bar for the laugh, up in the bar for the laugh, up in the bar for the laugh, yo, up in the bar for the laugh, up in the bar for the laugh, no, up in the bar for the laugh, up in the bar for the laugh, no, up in the bar for the laugh, up in the bar for the laugh.
Lyrical subliminal criminal, I'm original, my lyrical be like a miracle far from pitiful. Pitifully those that chose to be faithful. Hate those great roles, sitting with death rows. Lyrical subliminal criminal, lyrical subliminal criminal, lyrical subliminal criminal. When I'm on the mic, I'm original.
Yo, top of the back, go but down, see, cut to that big, roll your that kid. Take it to the limit, I make you murky, eat. Make it blow your circuit. Look at the kung fu kick. Can't send the money for where you learn it. Think number day, keep shit quick, cause I'm a kung fu fanatic.
And your fingers could never touch these. Lyrical G's, lyrical stick up freeze. All I heard was mean you please. I'm like, nah, get on your knees. And yo, 07949 77
Time for execution. Sound wide.
DJ Big Run? Yeah. Yo, who's filling the bass line? Yo, this one's called Speaker Box. The first cafe got it, I can't believe it.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, 17 still want me to get on the case with this shit, man. I'm a lyrical expert, believe me. Got more rhymes than Sheet Massini, yo. Check this one. Hey, yo, Big Run in the mix. Hey, yo, show them the mix skills, yo. Wave it up now, hype it up now, bust it up now, time to wave it up now, time to hype it up now, time to wave it up now, ninja man, come on, bust it up now.
Hey yo, here we go, hey yo, here we go, hey yo, spin it,
yo. Big Run, you're bad and you're dangerous.
Silk City FM 107.3. It's wicked! It's wicked!
Country, got to find a love. Country, got to find a love. Country, got to find a love.
Boost goes out to the tummy. Hold tight the Joe for the last set. Hold tight the MCC. Rolling through myself, just do no die. Got to find a love. The time of this hour. Hold tight the DJ Rush, where you there? Hold tight all the Locks on crew. Don't forget that number. 07 803 77 99 78 get you straight through. So
find another and living. Find another way up. Find another and living. Find another way up.
true. Everything my true surrender. My true surrender. Just
How am I already underwater?
I'm in the same boat.
I'm in an actual boat. Because I've been using Grammarly's AI for years to keep me high and dry. Try it. Grammarly.
With AutoSurge's handy credit card feature, he'll check your chances of approval before you apply, without impacting your credit score. Suppose, hey, that's my line.
Everybody is. Well, I never think of when I'm 20 or when I'm 21 as tomorrow. Or this minute. And hope there's tomorrow.
Until the end, until the end, until the end.
Because I don't like what's going on in the world. I'm scared of that. More than drugs. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm just scared, you know? Everybody is.
I'm here to tear down everything around you, and you know what I'm going to replace it with? God. The world of God.
love before, but I can give you so much more. Feelings deeper than you've ever known. Your love keeps me holding on.
Play Ojo is the gift that keeps on giving. With Ojo Plus, you can get more for your money. Every time you play, we'll add money straight into your Ojo.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Okay, so it's clear Democrats have picked their strategy. They've locked in the direction that they're trying to go post-election. And of course, we're all seeing it. It's on full display. Everybody's talking about it. We're talking cartoonish levels of hysteria. You know, like I like to call it, the Chicken Little strategy. The sky is falling.
Here's your word. Here's your word. I was murdered. You were murdered.
I gotta tell you, I'm honestly relieved. Because, you know, Democrats really could be a political threat to conservatism if they got their S together. But that doesn't seem to be happening. No, they're devolving in a way. These people have been so coddled by the media, so insulated in their little echo chambers, and it seems like the result is now that they just have a total inability to look at themselves objectively. They clearly can't learn from their mistakes, and so what are they doing? The same old, same old. They think they can just scream their way out of this one. You know, they never had to actually argue the points. Their entire political strategy is built on emotionally manipulating people, pushing their NPC-style slogans, and screaming at the sky whenever they lose. They don't debate, they don't use logic, they don't present facts, they just chant mindlessly, hoping their repetitive screeching will somehow override reality itself. And now that Trump and Elon Musk are actually governing, bringing real transparency and accountability, well, it's obvious they have absolutely no idea what to do. They're freaking out because the gravy train is over, billions of dollars in corrupt money laundering schemes are about to be exposed, and their response is just so pathetic. In fact, it's so bad that even CNN, the mouthpiece of leftist propaganda, is mocking them, literally laughing at what these Democrats are doing. They are making utter fools of themselves. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so I pretty much laid out the context. Now just take a look at this embarrassing display that just happened on CNN.
Democrats agree that Musk is a problem, but listen to them today, and they have a piñata in search of a stick.
To our Republican colleagues, if you do not see the light, we will bring the fire. Resist!
Tell Elon Musk to take his hands off your money. We don't pledge allegiance to the creepy 22-year-olds working for Elon Musk. We will win. We will win.
Gretchen.
Yes,
So,
they need
can we
the
play it
Democrats.
again?
The Democrats need a real leader. Okay, they need a real leader, which currently does not exist in the Democratic Party.
It's so freaking over, people. The left is completely losing it. And you know, it's not like it's anything new. Democrats have always engaged in this behavior. It's just that the environment has changed. There used to be a demand for this kind of thing. I guess life was too good back then, before all these socialist policies caused the you-know-what to hit the fan. But nowadays, I mean, people's eyes have been opened, especially after the last election. And so the audience perspective, I think, has changed dramatically. And this performative nonsense, the mindless chanting, these absolute zero-substance arguments, it's on full display now, and nobody is taking it seriously anymore. Instead of crafting logical arguments, instead of countering with facts, what are the Democrats doing? They're literally just out here chanting. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Elon Musk has got to go. What does that even mean? What's the policy position behind that? What's the solution they're proposing? What is the counter argument? Where is the proof that Elon Musk is doing something so...
You know, we got premium tools. The government needs to spend $400,000 on per year for 170, and that's just one group. That's just Department of Energy. So we'll talk about that. A judge is trying to block Doge, and then we got to talk about they're singing the Black National Anthem at the Super Bowl, but they did remove end racism, so they're still racist. And maybe the reason they took end racism out of the end zone was because they wanted to sing a racist black supremacist song, and we'll talk about it. Because I got to tell you guys, when I heard that they decided to sing a race-specific song, I was like, oh, whoa, where's the Asian anthem, huh? You know, what about me? What about, where's the Irish, the Mexican, come on. If you're going to do one, you got to do everybody, you know. Song for one race? Yeah, right. No, it's because they're playing stupid games. We'll talk about that, my friends. Before we get started, head over to castbrew.com. Pick up Cast Brew Coffee. If you go to the ground section, you will see a secret. We have Focus with Mr. Bocus and Misty Mountains. You guys know about Misty Mountains? It's a secret. Sitting right there. Costa Rican blend. Beautiful blue bag. And I got to tell you, we are getting rave reviews on Ian's Graphene Dream. It's sold out. We're working as hard as we can to get it back, but people love this stuff. We are currently working on a decaf low acidity version. Also, don't forget, go to timcast.com, watch the Green Room show. I mean, we got a members-only show coming up. Of course, we do Monday through Thursday at 10 p.m., where you as members call in and talk to us and our guest. But now we've got all these episodes of the Green Room show Yesterday's was wild. We had Nuance Bro and Lisa Reynolds. Me and Allison are hanging out. Some naughty humor. It was good fun. Talk about the Super Bowl and things like that. And we'll have another episode up tonight. We were once again hanging out on the couch, and it's good fun. It's good fun. As a member, you support our work, make all of this possible. And I'm just going to say it right now. If you're not a member right now, I'm just giving you fair warning. You want to sign up now, or forever hold your peace. I'm just saying. I can't speak too much, but I can't say too much. But also don't forget to smash that like button, share the show with everyone you know. Really do mean it. Take that URL, post it on X, post it on Facebook, wherever you can. It really does help. Joining us tonight to talk about this and so much more is Mel K.
Hello, thank you for having me here. Very excited.
Who are you? What do you do?
Who am I? What do I do? I have the Mel K Show. I have been a writer for almost 30 years. I was in Hollywood for 22 years. I left that, and I really went into a lot of corruption, global situations. I try to follow the money on my show. I have a show every single night on Rumble, and I have a book out called Americans Anonymous, Restoring Power to the People, One Citizen at a Time, where I go through how I think we got here and that our country is addicted to conflict and chaos, and if we don't start to heal ourselves from the inside and make differences in our own lives and our own sphere of influence, then it doesn't really matter who's president if we the people don't stand up and realize we're not just standing for ourselves, we're standing for the world, because the Constitution of the United States is the one thing in the way, I believe, of a full global governance model.
I agree. Yeah, it's cool. Thanks for hanging out. We got Brett hanging out.
Guys, yes, Brett here. I host Pop Culture Crisis Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is why I understand why someone would choose to leave Hollywood after so many years. It makes perfect sense to me.
I am Phil Labonte. I'm the lead singer of the heavy metal band All That Remains. I'm an anti-communist and counter-revolutionary. Let's go.
Here's a story from NPR. My friends, U.S. aid cut dramatically as officials address stunning and irresponsible changes. I love this story. Trump, of course, announced that they were going to be putting everybody on leave. And so we have this, there's a development. They say that senior staff submitted a list to State Department leadership of around 600 people whose work around the world they deemed essential and could not be disrupted. But Secretary of State Marco Rubio approved less than 300 for exclusion from a broad policy that will put a large percentage of the 13,000 plus workforce on administrative leave by Friday at midnight. That's according to multiple sources. Might as well shut it all down. 290 people won't be able to do anything. That's kind of the point. So let me throw it to Mike Cernovich. He can break down a bit, just a bit. You know, Mike Benz, he's the guy. He's been going off on USAID. And tomorrow morning on The Culture War, youtube.com/Timcast, subscribe if you haven't, we're going to be sitting down with a bunch of experts on how USAID is basically a weapon of the deep state to stage soft coups and spread U.S. influence. Mike Cernovich says, this ish is crazy, man. USAID grants to far left-wing nonprofits. The nonprofits pay their employees six-figure salaries, most in the 300 to 500 year range. I'd estimate that over half of the D.C. economy is an outright looting of all of us via USAID grants. You guys want to hear something crazy? Rumors are circulating in the D.C. area that top shelf booze sales have dropped dramatically. This is what people are claiming. So I like to go to some of these restaurants. Look, we're not that far away. We're probably like 10 minutes from Loudoun County, maybe 15 or 20 now. The old studio is literally across the street. You go down to Reston or Arlington, and they've got these really nice restaurants. Everything's super clean and beautiful. These people, this is the capital in the Hunger Games. It is. They're dressed weird. They have insane ideas. They're oblivious to the strife and the perils that working class people go through, and they get money likely through these systems. Now, I'm going to add one last thing to Mike Cernovich's point. I've worked for these nonprofits. It is not just that an executive director or senior staff get $300,000 a year. They work for multiple nonprofits at the same time.
Yep.
So when we look at these grants and we can see that, you know, insert democracy organization of some type pays John Smith $500,000, it don't end there. That dude's also on the board of another nonprofit getting some kind of compensation for consulting. Then he's a staff member or a consultant for another nonprofit. Me and my buddies did this 20-something years ago. We started looking at all the board members of various nonprofits working on liberal issues. And this is back during Obama. And we found that there were like 15 people
that were on the board or staff of like 20 different nonprofits. And what they do then is some guy will come out and say, look, I work for a nonprofit and I only make $50,000 a year because I believe in the cause. He's telling you the truth, but omitting that he actually makes $3 million a year through all the other consulting and nonprofits he works for.
That's a microcosm of the absolute dishonesty that comes from them, too. Just that example specifically is a microcosm of the type of lie by omission that everybody hates politicians for.
Exactly. But this is what they do, and they fundraise off it.
Yeah.
They say, look, you know, I don't pay myself that much. Then their funds, their various organizations are paying them millions. So Donald Trump has nuked USAID. I wonder, what will this do? Will this nuke the D.C. economy? I'd imagine so. But also, I'm curious what you guys think is going to happen around the world with this elimination.
I mean, I hope that there are significant vacancies in the greater Washington, D.C. area.
But I mean, like, are we going to see countries collapse? Like, is all of a sudden, you know, Colombia going to be like, we're right-wing now?
Less American gender studies courses going on in foreign countries.
Yeah, it's my sense that these aren't, they're not funding the countries themselves, but they are influencing the country. So it's likely that there will be other influences that take the place of the United States. So there will, like Brett was saying, there will be less gender stuff, there will be less LGBT stuff, less what you would call woke stuff.
I think we're going to see basically a lot of celebration around the world by people in countries that are aware that their country was infiltrated and that they had regime change or color revolutions that destroyed their nations. I mean, be it Libya, the former Yugoslavia, any of these countries, Ukraine. People are very aware that this is happening, and I'm sure you guys also are Bonn, Romania. There's also the connection to elections and USAID. So there are many people all around the world, Colombia, Chile, all over, Brazil, that people believe that the CIA, in the guise of USAID and National Endowment for Democracy, have gone into their countries, started the process of creating opposition groups, funded them in order to topple the regime that the people actually wanted, to put in a puppet that's going to go along with the bigger scheme, which is Agenda 2030 and all of this, you know, global governance model of the stakeholders. And frankly, that's what I think is going on. And the truth is that a lot of this at the very highest level is a UN operation. And if you are not on board with the UN and the international bankers that run it, then you are going to be overthrown, and I think people are hip to it now.
Not anymore.
Right.
I don't know if it's going to be the case.
It's not.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able
Trump,
to pull it off.
I've been calling this Trump's March to the Sea. That, you know, we had a great, someone called in the members only show and said that Trump's 3 elections track with Star Wars pretty well. A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Orange Man. And I hope that this time, with Trump's victory, the deep state is routed, and what he's doing now is effectively scorched earth through their institutions, and they will not be able to put up any kind of meaningful resistance.
He has to. And I know that me and Ian got into it a little bit about this last night. But the reason that he has to is because the Democrats are going to use lawfare. Yeah. They're already talking about Elon Musk and saying that he's breaking the law. He's breaking the law. This is preparing the environment so that way they can charge him with crimes, so they can put him in jail. The Democrats, this is the play moving forward. The left is going to continue to accuse the right of breaking the law, and they're going to use the levers of government to put people in jail for defying them.
Right, which is why we need Kash Patel in there as soon as possible, and I'll tell you why. Because the lawfare crew is very identifiable. It's through Brookings, it's through the Atlantic Council, it's Eisen and Weissman and McCord. They've been running this lawfare for decades. Eric Holder, Mark Elias. These people don't work for Democrats. They work for the parent company that is running the United States of America. It's my belief that there is no left and right, Republican and Democrat, that really our country is captured by a group of people that consider themselves the stakeholders of the region that is the American region, if you look on the higher level. And really, these lawfare people, all they do is they work for them to create roadblocks for anyone that wants to change the status quo, which is the funneling of money into these groups. So it's the Gates Foundation, the Open Society, Omidyar Foundation, Democracy Alliance, and then the whole Arabella Partners, Alliance, and then the whole Arabella Partners, Tides Foundation. Well, all of these lawfare crew, especially the Brookings lawfare people, if you look into the entire situation from before Crossfire Hurricane all the way through, it is the same lawyers, it is the same people involved in the fake impeachments, in the Mueller-Weissman report, in the Transition Integrity Project, jump to the entire last 4 years. These people are a small group of lawyers basically around Georgetown that truly do not work for the best interests of America. They work for the billionaire class that has captured this country and really is looking towards the global governance Agenda 2030 model. And anyone that gets in the way and threatens the trillions of dollars that they put in, they're going to take down, destroy, and hopefully ruin forever.
But I think that's over, don't you?
No.
No?
I think they're at it right now. I think that look, Mary McCord, who's the architect of a lot of this with Norm Eisen, they've been doing a show right now. Jen Rubin and Norm Eisen, for some reason, have a new podcast, and Weissman's going on there. And these are all the people that have been doing the lawfare the whole time. They said they've been planning for a year. Now, I understand that they're not going to have success like they did in the past, but I do think there's about probably 3 or 4% of Americans that will still show up anywhere that they ask them to go, whether paid or not, because they are that far gone, and they don't realize these people have no concern for them, that they're just players in the game.
What do you mean, activist types?
Yeah.
Like protest types?
Right.
Like what's going on in L.A.?
Yeah, exactly.
One of the hardest things going on right now is one of the ways they're fighting is that a lot of people are starting to have like Elon Musk derangement syndrome in relation to Doge and how they view his affiliation with the government. And one of the best things that you can do is to try to find, and I know this sounds counterintuitive sometimes, the driest fact givers can sometimes be the best weapon against somebody like Elon Musk, who tends to be very bombastic online, which kind of triggers people in the same way that Trump derangement syndrome did. I like just sharing stuff that Mike Benz does. I was like, if you can't read through this and take the time to understand these connections, then you don't need to worry about this because you don't care enough to actually look into it. So I'm seeing a lot of memes being made about how Elon Musk is the shadow president. I'm like, look, if you can't take the time to look into the facts from somebody dry who's just giving you a bunch of documentation, and you don't even have to do that. You don't even have to go as recent as that. You can check something like ChatGPT, which is already biased, and just say, give me facts about USAID and their affiliation with the CIA, and see what we've been doing in foreign countries for decades and decades and decades. This isn't the stuff of movies. This is stuff that's absolutely going on in the country right now, and you should be concerned. If you are more worried about the people uncovering a bunch of wasteful spending and corruption than you are the wasteful spending and corruption itself, we have a problem.
We have a problem because they absolutely are more worried about it.
Yeah, they are.
It goes beyond just opposing because it's Donald Trump. These people are worried about their cash cow. They're worried about the loss of ideological control over these institutions. They're worried about the loss of these institutions. It should be totally uninteresting to the American people that the government is cutting waste. It should be, actually, the American people should be like, yeah, we want that. There should be, I wish that there was an amendment that said, look, every single administration has to cut 10%. Right? You can increase spending, but you have to cut 10% of the government because you know that there's always at least 10%, probably more, of wasteful spending.
Well, we're doing
the idea that you could go ahead and have no audits that even the Pentagon can't.
We haven't had a budget since 2007.
And the fact that they're freaking out about this.
Isn't Hegseth calling for an audit on the Pentagon?
Yes.
Well, they failed the last 7 of them anyway.
Well, that's why they took out General Flynn, was the audit at the Pentagon.
But to your point, there's been no budgets. Like, it's just been omnibus spending. The fact that they're behaving as if this is some terrible development, it's like, wait a minute. How can you present this idea to the American people? And how is it that there are people out there that actually buy this?
Well, maybe it's a giant distraction anyway, because what I think is that they've lost the control of the narrative. And I'm talking about the intelligence community, the unconstitutional, spawned from the Patriot Act intelligence blob that Mike Benz and everyone talks about that shouldn't exist. Frankly, I think that there's too many eyes on them. There's too many podcasts like this one and other ones that are pointing at the IC, at DHS, at the surveillance state and asking what is going on. So I think it's a big distraction, just like the Twitter files. They release them when they could no longer not release them. They're releasing all this when people are actually looking at what's going on in foreign countries and USAID. So maybe this is also part of like the beginning shock and awe, because the real thing we have to deal with in America is what's happening here to our country. And instead of focusing on Elon Musk or Donald Trump and what they're doing, we should be looking at what all of this has done to our country, to our backyard, to what has happened here. And really, I think that it all goes back to this country being captured all the way back by the bankers and billionaires and the globalists that want this global governance model. They've invested trillions of dollars since Obama signed us on this agenda in 2015. They are all go for it. I believe Obama was to take us into Hillary. Hillary was to take us into the end of the agenda by 2030, and this country was going to be done. The whole thing of that whole globalist thing that we're talking about, that I believe the lawfare crew work for, I believe that the IC out of the Patriot Act work for, is that there are no more nation states.
Yes.
It is much easier to have a technocracy, totalitarian, 17 goals, which is all it is, to control by regions, like you were saying about Hunger Games. When I read what Kissinger and Brzezinski and all these people were talking about, which is how I think we got here, it really sounds like Hunger Games, that they would like people in nation states to believe they're free, to believe that they have sovereignty, but at the end of the day, they don't, because above them is the Bank of International Settlements, IMF, World Bank, all the tentacles of the NGOs and the globalist organizations connected to the World Economic Forum and the UN, and they don't want us to see them. So right now, yet again, I think we're all pointing at each other when the true danger to our country and the world is actually this group of people that consider themselves stakeholders. The global public-private partnership I just covered for a week with Noor bin Laden, Davos, they're not stopping. They fully are on board to turn us into a totalitarian, technocratic, one-world controlled thing from Brussels. And we're all fighting each other when it's like, pull the money out of all these things that are enabling that. Basically, every executive order Joe Biden put in was to reverse everything Trump was doing to get out of the global system.
But we're not fighting each other. We're fighting people who blindly march behind these institutions.
Right.
So the American people have I guess you can say those who largely vote for Trump, people who have woken up, whatever you want to call it, they're not all conservative. Some are, some used to be liberal, some are conservative, some are libertarian. I mean, the Libertarian Party largely supported Donald Trump.
Yep.
And then you have these people that no matter what Democrats do, they will defend them, to the point where Elon Musk can uncover that the USAID was funding like gender puppet shows in Peru. And there are literally Democrats being like, I like it.
Yeah.
And you're like, why? Your tax dollars, your money. You want to fix the pipes in Flint? Then stop defending this. And they're like, no. So it doesn't need to be left or right. It's whatever the institution in the machine state is doing, the Democrats are marching behind it. The problem is, at a certain point, when RFK Jr. is like, I think we shouldn't have dangerous chemicals in our food, and the Democrats go, you're bad, you're wrong, regular people go, what?
Right.
This does not make sense anymore.
A lot of them, it just comes back to a nanny state. A lot of them really, really want to have faith in a state that's going to take care of them, when we understand, or we've learned the hard way, that that's not really how the real world works, and you can't rely on a government to do that.
Right, right, totally.
Let's jump to this next story. We got this from the Post-Millennial. Trump ends every single media contract at the GSA. Trump told the General Services Administration to terminate every single media contract. I just want to say right away, the media is going to claim that it's conspiracy theory, the government's not funding these things. Funding is the manipulative language that they use. What's happening is large amounts of money to the tunes of tens of millions of dollars are being used to purchase these ridiculously expensive subscription packages and tools these media companies offer, effectively propping up whether these companies, like, look, Politico's like, we've got an analysis tool they're buying. Great. And then the $3,000 a year per person that's going to your company, you then write anti-Trump news. And what's going to happen is these companies, they know who butters their bread, the Biden administration. So, of course, they're not going to defy them. They don't want to lose $1 million contract. Nobody does. And that's effectively the kickback. Yeah. Trump is saying, shut it all down. He recently came out and said billions of dollars had been stolen by USAID and other agencies, sending it to the fake news media, mentioning Politico got $8 million. Now, I want to stress this because last night people were saying, Nuance Bro brought up, but how much of their revenue, what percentage of their revenue is that? Because if Politico's doing $200 million a year, do we care about $1 million? Super Chatter made a great point. If you had a company that makes $50 million a year, to a leftist, they're going to be like, wow, you're rich. And then you look at his balance sheet, and his profit was 50 grand. Yeah, $50 million a year, but you're spending that on staffing and resupplying and things like this. Then along comes a government contract, and they say, you normally sell a product for $10, right? We'll give you $10,000 per product, $1 million a year, and guess what? Now you have $1 million profit, and that guy's putting it in his pocket. So they want to play these games. Yep. Trump's shutting it all down. I don't know that this ultimately disrupts the media apparatus beyond what we're already seeing, but I want to stress this. I believe there's a strong probability that as Elon Musk continues his purge, his deep dive into these institutions, we are actually going to find many of these media companies are receiving funding from the U.S. government in some way.
Yeah. Well, that's why they've named them trusted news sources. If you Google now, it takes 5 pages to see somebody that's not a trusted news source. There's a reason for that.
YouTube's the same.
Right. So there's a reason for that. And the truth is, I don't think that this whole movement that they've been promoting will continue. I really think it's going to fall apart without these media outlets that constantly put out information that isn't true. I saw Brian Stelter earlier today, unfortunately, on CNN, laughing about it. Now he's saying it's unreality. They've jumped from misinformation to unreality. And he's saying it's unreality that Politico got funding. Well, Reuters also got funding, and AP also got funding, and all the trusted sources, New York Times, Washington Post, all got funding. They shouldn't need funding if they have a good product. You didn't get money from the government.
Well, let's clarify. It is technical funding. Politico says for $13,000 a year, you can get access to our premium package. And the government goes, guess I'll buy that. Now, and I'm saying this, if I launched the Timcast Trump plan and it's $10,000 or it's $15,000 a year, and then all of Trump's staff signed up for it, Democrats would call that money laundering.
Yep.
Yes. Absolutely. And that is what it is.
It's a transaction. What do you mean? He's just buying a service from me.
Well, this is like they name their NGOs.
You know what? You know what really grinds my gears? I deal with this all the time in business. My accountant says, if you overpay or underpay, the IRS will have questions. If you buy a building, right? Let's say you own a house, and it costs you $200,000, and then you sell the house for $100,000. IRS is going to have questions. Who did you sell it to? Some guy I met. Why did you sell the house at half of what you paid for it only recently? They are not going to let you just do that because that means taxes aren't going to them, plus the property tax in the local area. How about this? You buy a house for $200,000 and then flip it for $1 million. No, let's actually play this game. What do you think would happen? Okay, a news subscription costs $20 a month, and I'm being generous and saying 20. And the government's spending $2,750 per year per person. So let's just call it 10 times. So you buy a $200,000 house, and then a few months later you sell it to someone for $2 million. There's going to be questions about who that person is buying that house. And they're going to say, is this like a foreign dignitary buying a house from a politician or something? Or why is this money transfer happening? We have already dealt with this, where we've been instructed by our accountants that if exorbitant fees are paid to staff, then you run the risk of being audited, because they're going to say, if the average salary for a job is X, why are you paying X times 2? You got to justify it. We should have every single one of these government staffing, these agencies and departments, justify why they're spending 100 times the average rate for a news subscription.
Yep. And I mean, I would love to see these kind of things happen. Yes. I don't know that they're actually going to, so I think that we should just cut off all the spending right off the bat. I don't imagine that you're going to be able to pin Politico or Bloomberg as having actually done anything wrong. Not that this is above board, but I just don't think that the government's going to be. I don't think it's worth the time to try and pin it on them. Just cut the money off and make sure that they don't do it again or don't continue to fund them. I think that's probably the best. I mean, I would, again, if someone has a plan to do it and can make it stick, I'm all for it. I'm not saying that I don't want these things to happen, but I think the most likely outcome is cut the money off and
I agree.
Walk away.
Give them 90 days and have them file something justifying it, like you're saying.
90 days?
That's what they want.
Give him 0. What? Trump's giving him 90 days?
He's giving some people 90 days to decide if they're going to keep certain positions.
No, I'm talking about these payments to media companies.
Yeah, they're stopped, not just for 90 days. But what is he going to do now? Just it's over?
This is, this story is, there's, for instance, the Department of Defense paid, I think it was the DOD, $900,000 to Politico for subscriptions. Yeah, we turn that off. We literally just say, no more subscriptions.
So most of these, does a place like Politico ask you to also donate, like a place like The Guardian, which asks you to donate?
Politico put out a statement saying, look, these were transactions. This is normal business. And I say, shove it up your... No one is buying $1,000 a month Timcast subscriptions. That's insane.
I don't care. It doesn't matter to me if they say that it's normal or not. The government shouldn't spend the money on it.
Yeah.
It's out. It's not a responsible use of money.
Right.
So,
what about Wikipedia? Is that involved in this too?
Nah, not that I'm aware of, but I bet if you go to USAspending.gov, you might find Wikipedia's getting a bunch of money.
For sure.
But this is the game. That's why I called it plausible deniability. Yeah. They can feign ignorance. Yep. All these media outlets, because apparently, like the BBC was getting Media Action, their charity arm, was getting USAID funds. But you apparently have government employees buying subscriptions, exorbitant fees to AP, Reuters, New York Times, or whatever, hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, and then they go, we're not funding anybody. I want you to justify why you're going to spend $3,000 on this package 172 times, why Politico is going to get $1 million a year in contracts. I believe it's been reported the total number they've received in subscriptions is $34.3 million. It's over a decade or so, but still.
It doesn't matter. It's a waste of money. And again, the people are going to say, well, in the grand scheme of things, the budget's $2 trillion a year, so this doesn't matter, and et cetera, et cetera. I don't care. I don't care because the point of this isn't as much about the money as it is about the influence and having the narrative be set by these news agencies and being basically a mouthpiece for the left.
I think we have to keep scratching down on the surface here, too, because don't forget that during COVID, it came out that Bill Gates was giving a lot of money to a lot of different journals and news sources. Also, Open Society and George Soros does. And, I mean, maybe there's multiple levels of money laundering going through these trusted sources. Because it can't just be, we know about Bill Gates and the $300 million.
And it all connects together anyways, because remember however many years ago when it was that YouTube said we are going to de-rank people that are not considered a trusted news source, and we're only going to push through articles, and we're going to push through videos and lives that come from what they call trusted, news sources, whether that's Fox, CNN, MSNBC, all of which are working together.
I have a question. Is there any concern for a conflict of interest when these news organizations rely on government employees as a substantial portion of their revenue?
Yeah, I would think so.
So I have a question. Nuance Pro asked the other day, what % of their total yearly revenue comes from government subscriptions? I have a better question. What % of their Premium Pro subscriptions come from government entities? Because if you want to make an argument that they make a lot of their money off sponsorships, we're comparing apples to oranges. No. I want a list of all of their Premium Pro subscriptions, and I want to know what % are government employees, and then I want to know their political affiliation.
Yeah, exactly.
Might as well just call it the government package.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. That's literally, so it's designed specifically.
Let me pull it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Politico, Politico Pro subscription, and on their Politico Pro website, I think, let me just load up the website. I'm pretty sure they have a government tier somewhere. I got to find it. We had it the other day, but because they make you learn more. Let me pull it up and see what we got here, and take a look at this Pro Plus feature highlights.
Look, man, Politico wants access to people in the government. They should just give this to people in the government for free.
I think what's more disturbing is that we're funding news agencies, all over the world, in Ukraine, in Israel, in China. We're funding news all over the place. So it's propaganda, obviously, but I mean, when I found out that whole list of people that they want to kill from Ukraine, of journalists that Tucker's on and Tulsi's on, we're funding that. You know, we're funding that that OCCR that did the Panama Papers. We're funding that. That's also the impetus to Trump's impeachment with Ukraine was also out of that journal about corruption and international corruption. We funded that. How much international news is the U.S. government funding right now is also the question.
I mean, look, the fact of the matter is this kind of stuff is propaganda. The point is to put forward a narrative. These media and journalists, institutes or whatever outlets, they're not actually honest brokers. They're not showing honest both sides coverage. They're not real journalists. They're propagandists. The point is to push a narrative, and as long as the point is to push a narrative, they shouldn't get one dime from the government, not a cent.
It's really crazy to see like all of the tactics that we used overseas for years, whether it's the CIA and all that, to see it come back home. Yeah. They're talking post 2012 when the propaganda arm is turned back on America and seeing how fast it's developed.
Well, Trump should do that. He should overturn the Smith Modernization Act immediately.
That was in 2013, I believe,
Obama.
And it made it okay for the State Department to disseminate essentially propaganda inside the United States.
The logic at the time was supposed to be about preventing domestic terrorists from being radicalized, right?
Yeah, that was the logic.
That was the logic?
But yes, that was the logic. But the fact of the matter is, it's being used to propagandize the American people. That's why our politics are so polarized.
Right.
There are the people that are inclined to believe what the government says, and then people that are not inclined to believe what the government says. And the government is saying that one half of the country is evil. The government is saying these people are likely Nazis. Our democracy is in jeopardy. They're saying that currently now. They're saying that our democracy is in jeopardy because we're trying to cut the bureaucracy.
Yeah.
Cutting spending in the government is absolutely...
The craziest thing is that what is happening with Elon and Doge is effectively an audit.
Yes.
And Democrat voters and Democrat activists are angry about it.
Unreal.
Right. Look, that's all you got to say to a family member. You'd be like, so they're auditing USAID? They're doing an audit of where our money is going? And if they get mad and say we shouldn't audit things, be like, okay, you are insane, bye.
Well, they're going to say that Doge is not an official government organization. You say, do you know what the USDS is? Do you know how these things started? And again, you have to start showing them like really, really boring papers. Like, do not fall for the sensational headlines. Like, if you don't have the brain power to sit through and look at all of this stuff, then you're falling for the propaganda that we're talking about.
Yeah. Let's jump to this story from Fox News. Politico co-founder says the liberal media is weaker than ever. In interview,
go for this.
CNN and other liberal media outlets have been forced to cut staff this year. Jim Van Hise said in an interview published Tuesday that the liberal media has reached a low point in popularity. CNN and NBC News, among other liberal news outlets, have reported layoffs of staff this year amid concerns of lower ratings and a changing media landscape as podcasters continue to grow their audience. Let me tell you a story, my friends. He's right, by the way. 10 years ago, podcasting was taking off on YouTube. And YouTube panicked, took a dump on the floor, and nuked the reach of all of these independent podcast channels. Apple owned the space, Spotify rising in the ranks, and only recently did YouTube start to take back the podcasting space. Think about how stupid you have to be to literally own the podcasting space and ban it in panic. That's literally what they did. Today, despite the fact that shows like this have substantially more relevance than the likes of Rachel Maddow, of which she gets 68,000 in the key demo, YouTube will still prop them up in the algorithm and give them preferred, trusted access. Now, it's going to change because there's an obvious trend happening. Donald Trump wins, and they're referring to it as the podcast presidency. People are starting to get their news and information more, in general, from podcasts. And sooner or later, there's going to be a critical mass that tells YouTube to shut up and get this garbage CNN off my front page. Until then, we need to be vocal and tell them it's enough. YouTube started to change a little bit, but for the love of all that is holy, shut down this trusted news garbage. Just because a powerful, wealthy investor put money behind a guy in a suit does not mean he is correct. And it's time we change that.
Do you think a lot of that has to do with the fact that YouTube's connection with Google and they want preferred treatment from the government before, after Trump came in the office, they were hoping that post-Trump presidency that they would be prevented from growing,
I think it's bigger than that. I think that they're all partners of the global public-private partnership of the World Economic Forum and the UN. They're all in on it if you go look at it. Google is a main partner, as is, BlackRock and all these other people that are really running all this stuff. And frankly, I believe that they are protecting them and that they are all in on not... The great narrative was written by Klaus Schwab after the Great Reset. This is all about, remember, just last week, just when Trump was inaugurated, they had the Davos meeting. At the Davos meeting, the number one thing was fighting misinformation and disinformation. They had people from Google speaking, from AP speaking, from the New York Times speaking. These are their media. That's the great narrative proponents. Those are the people that push them. That's why. And frankly, like I said, since 2015, they decided they were going to push this on all of us on planet Earth, this idea, this dystopian future technocracy totalitarian agenda, and anyone that's not going along with it, they were going to silence. And that is exactly what they've done. And now we see it.
And to Mel's point, anyone that thinks that this is just made up or whatever, she's referencing a book that was written. You can go read the book. You can go read The Great Reset. You can go read The Great Narrative. These are books that are written, and all of this stuff is laid out. It is not some kind of it's not a secret. It's not something that's hidden. All you have to do is go and read the books written by the people that want to implement this stuff. Klaus Schwab is very big on letting people know exactly what he wants to do and what he believes.
And remember that the reason why they wanted to prop up their own networks is because they haven't found a way to move into politics in a way that somehow feels authentic, meaning that they want to create their own Joe Rogan, as they said after the election, but they don't know how to do that because they don't know how to do it. They can do it with liberal women for some reason. They can do it with podcasts like Call Her Daddy. They can pull in liberal women into their agenda, but they have a very hard time getting into traditional politics with something that feels authentic because you either have bread tubers or you have a dude in a suit telling you that Barack Obama was the greatest president of all time.
Bread tubers are suffering right now.
Yeah, so, is that connected to USAID? I have no idea.
I don't know. Well, Vosh says that
Probably.
that it is.
Yeah, I mean, I think we also have to realize, I always go back to that NATO cognitive warfare document, Battle for the Brain. I don't know if you guys have all seen it. Gray Zone put it out first. It was a confidential document. I guess NATO's innovation hub is right near here. Basically, it was a battle for your brain and talking about how they were using social media and media in general to divide and conquer people within our nation and nations around the world so that we didn't deal with the real problem, which is a very big push to end the sovereignty of nation states. And so at this point, I really think that we are in a cognitive warfare on a massive scale, and anything that they can do to confuse the situation. So maybe looking at Doge and all that isn't really our biggest problem. Maybe looking at what we can do during the next 18 months before these people start, going into the midterms, like what we can do locally, looking at all these NGOs have local situations all over the country, all these sustainable development goals, UN, World Economic Forum, Open Society. They infiltrated the local communities first. If we, the people, stand up right now and actually take control, not look at Trump and DC, the sewer, look at the swamp in our own backyards. That's why I wrote Americans Anonymous, and get together for freedom, liberty, privacy. Those are the things that are on the line, and do the real hard work, heavy lifting ourselves. Like people are, the founders said this, the founders said that. America's not even 250 years old. We are the founders. So at this point, I think we have an option to save the country because, Trump's always saying, they're not after me, they're after you, I'm in the way. I think they're not after America, they're after world, and America and the Constitution are in the way.
I
and that's
strongly
where I feel like
agree.
we are.
The Constitution is a uniquely resilient document. It's a really, really solid piece of government, a way to lay out a government. It's very resilient. It does resist tyranny. It takes a lot of work to actually. It's taken a lot of work to get to this stuff. A lot of unconstitutional stuff that has been slipped by. A lot of misusing things like the Commerce Clause and misusing the Necessary and Proper Clause. Those two things right there have made for a lot of this, a lot of the garbage that's on its face unconstitutional. But you get a court to just say, well, the Necessary and Proper Clause says that we need this, or the Commerce Clause says that we can do this because it's supposed to make regulate interstate commerce, which I'm not even going to get into what regulate meant back then. But yeah, the point is the Constitution is very, very resilient, but it takes people that believe in it and actually put their elected officials to the test and say, look, this is what the Constitution says. Because if you don't do that, then the Constitution is just a piece of paper.
And I think we've been mind controlled and manipulated to think that we're powerless and that the Constitution is just a piece of paper and it's nothing. And you've heard Obama, the fundamental transformation of America was about destroying the Constitution and the foundation of this country. We have a chance right now to take it back. But if the American people don't realize they're the answer isn't in D.C. and it's not in the courts, it's in American people holding their local politicians accountable and being the actual news for their neighbors and getting together and like freedom cells like Derek Brose suggests, or I suggest Americans Anonymous, and not make it left and right Republican Democrat is just a fraud to raise money. What it is it's about people that believe in the Constitution, inalienable rights, and our sovereignty, and people who don't care.
It's one of the reasons why the left is so gung-ho about the idea of packing the court, why they come back to that all the time, and why they love the idea of getting rid of the Electoral College, right? Because they don't actually believe in what our democracy actually means. Our is the important word for them there.
They say that empires last 250 years. We're 248. So 2026, arguably July 4th. Some would say July 2nd. That'll be the 250 mark. Now, a lot of people have countered that, saying it's 250 years as an empire, not as a nation. So how long has the U.S. been empirical? And it's only the end of World War II.
Mm-hmm.
I think honestly it went super empirical, though you're right, and probably started even before that, around the time that the Federal Reserve did. But when George H.W. Bush walked on the floor of the United Nations and said that we were going to have a new world order run by the UN, I think he meant it. I also think our country was captured the day they killed JFK. And I think that we're still fighting the people JFK warned about in 1961 when he did his speech for the press, and he said that there was a monolithic, that the whole conspiracy about that, but that there was infiltration instead of invasion, guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. That is what we've been dealing with. And the craziest part about all of this is all these color revolutions, regime change, of course, Samantha Power and the fake responsibility to protect they used to go into Libya and other places has been used against us. And again, I think we have to fight certain things. Like, we should talk about repealing or actually replacing the Patriot Act. If we don't do that, that's when the CIA, which is supposed to be outward-facing, teamed up with the DHS to be inward-facing. Yes, so now they can pull a color revolution on us because of the Patriot Act. So there's lots of things. Or the 17th Amendment, when states used to actually pick their senators through the legislature, and it wasn't a national thing. There's lots of things we can do to take it back to the people, but I think it has to be the people on a local and state level that really make the difference.
Let's jump to this story from the Post-Millennial. You guys may have seen the story. Trump was at a prayer service, and this super woke bishop did the whole woke thing of, "We're so nice. Won't you have mercy?" Well, it was brutal and annoying. As it turns out, the Episcopal bishop who attacked Trump received $53 million in taxpayer funds.
Unreal.
According to records, EMM received $53 million of funds from various government programs to resettle 3,600 individuals in 2023. So let's start over. Instead of this individual, I'd like to translate for you, of course, as she was preaching to Donald Trump saying, "Please have mercy." I would like to translate that to modern English. "Please, Mr. President, don't shut down my kickbacks and the money flowing to my organizations, which make me very wealthy. Have mercy."
I mean, it's not a shock. I mean, everyone in D.C., it seems, is part of the swamp. It was a Unitarian church, was it?
The Episcopal Migration Ministry.
Well, I mean,
But also, I mean, what is with the 501c3 in churches and synagogues and mosques anyway? I mean, Johnson, I think, put that in to control them. A good church with a good pastor and everything would be able to sustain itself. I mean, I think we have a big issue with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, normally you tithe. You donate to the church. You
get something, you give
They
back.
come and they go around with the collection plates and say, please give. And I grew up Catholic. We would have they would give us a little box full of envelopes, and then every time you go to church, you'd put money in a little envelope and you'd put it in the collection tray, and that's what helps keep the church going.
Right.
So those donations are all, I believe, they're all tax deductible. The church is allowed to do politics and things like that. That's codified. But then you find out that a lot of these groups, like there's like the Lutheran Ministries or whatever, was people were saying that they were getting hundreds of millions of dollars right after Biden lost the election.
Right.
Catholic Charities, I think, was also accused of getting a bunch of money and facilitating illegal immigration. What's up with that?
Yeah. Which is funny, too, because the left hates the Catholic Church and loves to talk about how evil the Catholic Church is anyways. So
depends on the church.
Well, it's Catholic Charities. That's the problem. Because, I remember there was a document that Jamie Raskin and a couple other people gave to Biden and Harris. It was like the secular Democrats of America. And every single group on there was like Jewish, Christian, Muslim, Catholic, but they were all secular Democrats. This is how a lot of the George Soros Open Society funded things have a religious tint to them, but they're not necessarily that. And I think that's a lot of the manipulation of names, just like they say everything's about democracy. Then when you put in a religious thing, because I know HIAS, which is I think Jewish Family Services, was funding a lot of the immigration. Catholic Charities was, UN was, but there was also multiple other religious organizations getting money to facilitate the open border. And you know what? You see the name and you see that it's a religious thing, and people just think, oh, they must be good. Well, that's not true. That's how they hide people that are not.
Yeah. Wasn't this particular, she's a bishop or whatever, wasn't she? Isn't she a member of the LGBTQ
Yeah.
IA?
No, she's married and she has kids.
Oh, she's married and she has kids.
Well, here's the thing, though, about all these I didn't think a woman could be a bishop, first of all, but I mean, I guess they
It's
can
Episcopal.
now. Oh, okay. Yeah.
It depends on the denomination.
Whatever the case may be,
Postmillennial
it's one
says-
of many, probably.
Postmillennial says, according to records, EMM received $53 million that we read. Since EMM has limited lobbying power, the Episcopal Church, a separate legal entity, advocates for additional programs that benefit EMM in Washington, D.C., the outlet said. A 2012 Government Accountability Office report states that funding is based on the number of refugees they serve. So affiliates have an incentive to maintain or increase the number of refugees they resettle each year, rather than allowing the number to decrease. Do you guys know the story of the snakes in India? Yes. I think it was India, right? I could be wrong. Basically, they had a snake problem. And so it was like the British colonists were like, what are we going to do about all these snakes? I got an idea. Through the power of decentralization, we can use the citizenry to deal with these snakes. So they put out a call. To each and everybody who brings us the head of a snake, we will pay you. We'll pay you cash. So you know what those townspeople did? They started breeding them.
Oh.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Wow.
And then the snake problem got substantially worse.
Oh, wow.
And so what happens is you get some refugees. The government says, we got to deal with this problem. How about we give grant money to various nonprofits to help deal with the refugees? Then what happens is all these organizations say, bring in illegal immigrants, we'll call them refugees. We'll get way more money from the government, and this is the perverse incentive we are witnessing. It has to stop.
Wow.
I mean, I don't see how this kind of stuff is completely and totally unsustainable. That we're, with as much debt as we have, and again, I will continue to reaffirm the fact that even though this is all bad, it's actually the unfunded liabilities that we have to worry about. It's Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security. Those are the things that are actually driving the debt. But if you don't have a balanced budget, then it just goes into it only makes it worse.
Bro, I dream of a balanced budget, man.
I mean, it would be wonderful. And I don't there's no legitimate reason why